He's a clown. He's a pussy. He's always been a pussy. He's a complete nerd. What revolutionary is scared to fight? Literally. What quote unquote revolutionary activist is scared to get his hands dirty and bloody his knuckles up? Talib Kweli. That's what it is.
Pin it up. All right, you guys, back in the house. My brother from another mother, Diabolic. Been trying to get him to do this interview for 3 months. Where the hell you been at, Bollick?
I've been intentionally ducking you so I didn't have to do it because I'm lazy and I didn't want to, more or less. And I hope you don't ask me for a fucking drop at the end of this.
Well, you're here now.
Yeah, I'm here. I am here under protest.
You're here now. That's what matters.
Under fucking protest. I'm going to submit a written protest to your email.
Okay.
And that's it.
All right. Well, let's get straight to it and start at the top. So a couple months back, I had interviewed Datin, and he spoke about a back and forth between him and Kweli on Twitter over Talib's opinion on Christianity. So the clip came out. There was no problems, of course. When you and I did our first interview, we also spoke about your previous issues with Kweli.
Right.
And then sometime after, I interviewed Penn, and I asked him about Kweli and Datin because Datin claimed to have pulled up to the tour that Kweli was on with Tech and with Penn and CF and everybody. And Penn said he was not aware that they even had issues or whatever. And he learned about their beef through my interview. So sometime after that, that's when Kweli starts attacking me and Datin. So what was your first reaction when you started seeing him come after me and Datin?
I mean, it's fucking standard shit for Kweli. I also wasn't aware that Datin had issues way back when with Kweli, but I'm not surprised because Kweli is a dick. And anytime you speak to him on the internet, he's a douchebag. So, you know, it comes with the territory. But I thought it was pretty funny, you know, like I get a kick out of this stuff, you know. It's pretty funny to me, but I enjoy watching Kweli make a fucking buffoon out of himself because it's what he does. He does it very well on the internet. I like to go in and troll him and tease him. And, you know, he'll do his standard stuff, call me a MAGA rapper now. That's his new one. White supremacists, Nazis, the standard shit. I'm pretty sure he called you a Nazi. Probably called Datin a Nazi. I'm not positive, but I would assume so.
Right.
So I get a kick out of it. And then I like reading the comments a little bit, you know, just peruse the comment section. And it's funny to see that Kweli has lived long enough to become the villain in this story. Like, it started out where he had all the power, he had all the followers. Twitter was very, what's the word I'm looking for? Very sympathetic to people like him and his views on the world. So he would have a lot of fan support in this realm. But now it's funny to read because people don't like him. They think he acts like a dickhead, and it's pretty obvious. And he's you know, he's getting the reverberations of such dickheadedness, so to speak. So in closing, I enjoy it. I enjoy watching him be a douche.
So the whole time that he's dissing Datin and me, he's throwing little shots in there about you from time to time, bringing you up too.
Right.
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 And eventually you guys really go in a back and forth for like 24 hours, maybe not even 24 hours really, but you end up like blocking him and like just cutting off everything. Why was that?
Because Datin was dropping his track, and I knew that prior to the fact. So it wasn't about me. I was just teasing him. That's it. I kicked him out of my life for a couple days while Datin shined. Let Datin shine, and Datin certainly shined. He still is, because he chewed Kweli up. And it was enjoyable. Now I unblocked Kweli and I'll tease him. You know, I tell him about how he used to wear his fucking ex-wife's head wrap and such. You know, I'll tease him a little bit. And then when he annoys me, I'll block him again. And then I'll come back when I feel like it. And then I'll block him again. Part of the reason I blocked him is, dude, there was one 24-hour span where for about 16 hours straight, every 5 to 12 minutes, I was getting a notification of him commenting on my shit for like 16 hours. No exaggeration. That fucking guy was playing on Facebook for fucking 2 shifts. He did a double shift on Facebook, man. Crazy. Fucking crazy. Pop in there every fucking 7 hours and see this guy is just lining your notifications. So I'm like, you gotta go, bro. You're a fucking psycho. You got OCD or something. You need some medication.
Yeah, I mean, but were you offended at all by some of the stuff that he said about you, or you were just like, it doesn't matter, like you were able to brush it off because you know that maybe he might have mental issues?
Maybe 10 years ago. This is no, I don't give a fuck. He's retarded. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, call me an old school asshole, but I'll hit a retard with a hockey stick, and he's the retard in this fucking scenario. He's a doofus. This guy, it might have offended me a decade ago, but this is nothing new. This has been going on. This is what he does. This is nothing new to me. See, I understand, like, when he was coming at you and other people, this is new to you guys. So it's like, damn, this kind of sucks at first. You know, it's like, what the fuck? You're saying all these nasty things about me. I'm fucking used to that, man. You better get used to it because it's never going to end, Panda. Dayton, shout out to you, man, for bodying this fucking guy. On the 10th anniversary of me bodying this guy. But get used to it because it's never going away. He will continue to bring you up and call you names. So it's just going to be part of the fucking whole rigmarole. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Who cares?
So when he wrote this comment, right? You had initially said, you know, Panda Chop
What do
isn't
you got?
white, right? And he responded and he said, Diabolic, if Panda Chop
Right.
didn't hide his name and face while constantly platforming Nazis like these KKK cowards do, then maybe nobody would question his identity. So no, I don't know he is not white. Here's what I do know, though. I do know that you are a Nazi. I know this because you support Trump. You support the
Mm.
Proud Boys. You said Heather
Oh,
Heyer died of a heart attack. You hate women. You hate gay people. You hate anti-fascists. I do know that
what do I
you
hate women?
cry broke and you can't take care of your daughter. And I have receipts for all of this. Black folks terrified Nazis like you. So you try to cosplay as one of us so you can feel something, anything. You are fragile, weak, and too broke for the, I don't know, LIRR. What does he mean by that?
That's the Long Island Railroad.
Oh, okay.
LIRR. That's the Long Island Railroad. Goes into New York City and through Long Island and shit. Yeah, I mean, I've heard that shit 1,000 times from that guy, bro.
But you don't think that it's too much?
Quali repeating things. I mean, I guess I don't care. I mean, sure, why not? I don't know. I just don't give a fuck. Why would I care what Quali has to say to me? Really? Like, why would I give the slightest fuck? That guy is a fucking buffoon. I don't agree with his politics. I think he's fucking ridiculous. The things he says are absurd. So if you think, I mean, my political take on Trump was milk toast in our interview. It's fucking milk toast. And that makes you a Nazi? What are you fucking joking, bro? Come on. That's fucking crazy to me. It's just crazy. It's people aren't buying the bullshit. Maybe in 2016 that shit flew a little further. Now people ain't buying it. They don't agree with you. The stuff you claimed would happen never happened. So the fuck are you talking about? You know, it's like, come on, dude. You have no receipts. I mean, you have receipts that I said some of these things. You don't know my intentions. I did say that shit about Heather Heyer. I said it. I was trolling him. On his podcast that he did recently, he says, yeah, Diabolic would come trolling me. He said, Heather Heyer. Yeah, you answered your own fucking question about me. I trolled you. That's called trolling. I understand that through digital platforms like Twitter and Facebook, sarcasm is hard to detect, but it does exist, regardless whether I'm typing it or speaking it. Now, this guy will take that because he's a fucking nerd. He's also a fucking Marxist. He's using rules for radicals. That's what he's using. He's trying to just attack, 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 attack. That's why he picks Dayton and he just goes, okay, I'm going to take the Christian angle. Fake Christian, fake Christian, fake Christian, fake Christian, fake Christian. And then try to associate it with other things that are perceived as bad. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. It's like, okay, so you don't think Trump is bad like I do. That makes you a MAGA rapper, which makes you, since you voted for Donald Trump, you're now a Nazi. So 80 million Nazis are running around the United States right now. That's what you're telling me. 80 million Nazis are running around the US. Stop it. Just stop it. You sound fucking foolish. It's ridiculous. It's just a ridiculous premise. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know, in our interview,
Just my take on it. What do I know?
in our interview, it wasn't like you outright were like saying, yes, I am MAGA or anything like that. You said that you liked some of the things that Trump did.
MAGA? I don't even know what that means. Look at my hat. What does it say? You know what I'm saying? What do you mean? MAGA is something you put on a fucking hat. What are you talking about? I don't rap about Donald Trump. Fuck that. I don't care. Like, I just don't care. People have this idea that it's so controversial to think that the president we have isn't that bad. It's not that big a deal. It's really not that big a deal. You used to not even talk about shit like this. People just didn't care. It's just we're in this polarized world and Kweli's a fucking bitch. That simple.
So you don't, I mean, I'm sure you don't agree with everything that Trump stands for, that he does, right?
I don't agree with everything I do or have done. You know what I'm saying? Of course I don't agree with everything Trump has done, bro. Of course not. Absolutely not. It's not God Emperor like these people fucking seem to think. It's not how it is. I just have opinions on things like everybody else. It's very simple. I have opinions on things like everybody else does.
Right.
I just don't co-sign all this hip hop shit. The hip hop world shares a hive mind, and they're usually wrong and stupid and retarded. And it's, we sit at the cool table at lunch in junior high school. That's how they like to be. I tend to do the opposite of everything they do, every fucking thing they do. And it's worked out okay for me. I'm fine.
What I don't understand is how can he call you a racist if some of your closest friends are Poison Pen and, Tech? I mean, obviously you didn't agree with some of Tech's like political beliefs, but you were still able to have a friendship with him. I mean, you guys had your differences and whatnot, but I know you have other black friends too. You have friends of all races.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I'm not even entertaining the idea of what he's saying. I've never been on some white boy shit. Like, I don't know. You're just gonna look, man. You can talk shit to Talib Kweli and not be racist or a supremacist or even an asshole. You can just disagree with him on the internet, and that's it. That's all it is. I think you're a fucking douche. That's it. Very simple. It's very simple. Now, most people who see him these days and see the way he conducts himself on the internet will understand completely that I was fucking way ahead of my fucking time, as usual. And I'm going to take credit for it at this point. I was one of the first people to call it what it was, complete and utter fucking bullshit. And that's what it is. And I'm going to take credit. I am ahead of my time yet again, and I will continue to be because I can read the fucking room. This guy can't read the room. He's still on the same shit he was on 10 years ago, thinking, oh, I'm just going to keep beating the fucking same drum. You better adjust your fucking opinions, man, You better get with the fucking program and realize the world's passing you by, or you just keep running in place. It's fine too.
Well, but what do you think of what he's saying? His excuse is that what he's doing is combating racism online when he has these conversations with people where he'll
It's a grift, bro. It is a grift. These people get paid for engagement. They get paid for it. He has found his lane and he is going to drive 150 miles per hour down the Autobahn through that fucking lane. That's what he's doing. It is a lane. It is a grift. It is no different from Tariq Nasheed going from the art of Mackin to this. I don't know. What is he now? Foundational Black Americans? I don't even know. It's no different. It's the same shit. It is a grift. There's money in it. It's a fucking billion-dollar industry, and he's getting his fucking piece of it. I'm sure he believes some of it. I'm sure. But come on, dude. If you have any common sense, like you can't possibly think there's 80 million Nazis walking around the United States. You can't. You can't. It's impossible.
So you don't think that he has any mental health issues or anything like that? Like you think that this is purposeful for monetary reasons?
I would think there's some monetary gain involved, but I'm no fucking psychologist. I don't fucking know. I would say that there maybe some you're a little fucking mental if you're sitting on Facebook arguing with people for 16 hours out of any day of the year. That's fucking crazy. Now, don't get me wrong. I've gone on tangents. I've been on there for a couple hours, but being on there fucking every 5 to 12 minutes, I shit you not, for 16 hours straight. That's a double shift of a job, bro. You should be getting paid double time for that. That's crazy, bro. No matter how you cut it. I don't know if you got OCD, ADHD, you're just a douchebag. I don't fucking know, man. I'm not here to diagnose dickheads, you know? I just call them what they are. He's a fucking clown. That's it. He's a clown. He's a fucking pussy. He's always been a pussy. He's a complete fucking nerd. What revolutionary is scared to fight? Literally. What quote unquote revolutionary activist is scared to get his hands dirty and bloody his knuckles up? Talib Kweli. That's what it is. There's the one. The rest of them, at least they fought. Some of them died for it. This fucking guy is scared to smack somebody or get smacked. He's a fucking puss.
To his defense, though, he did say in a lot of comments, he said, I'm going to be here at this time doing this show. Pull up. I'm handing out fades, basically. He did say that a few times on there. Do you believe that? Or do you think that it was just more
a fade in his life? No, of course I don't believe that. Come on, bro. He's suing somebody who smacked him right now, man.
Who?
He's fucking suing someone who smacked the shit out of him right now. I don't know the guy's name, the guy from Cincinnati. He's fucking suing him for money right now for getting smacked.
That's still going on?
Some dude from Cincinnati had issues with, I don't know.
I thought that was like resolved.
I don't know if it's closed out or not. I have no idea. Maybe, maybe not, but he sued the fucking guy. There was a lawsuit.
Right.
There was no criminal charges, but there was a lawsuit.
It was a civil suit.
Right. Yeah, I want all the smoke, but I'm going to sue you after you smack me. Oh, okay. I see how this is. No doubt. You're a real tough guy. Real man. No doubt. No doubt, big man. I'll get my attorney ready after I beat the shit out of you. Is that what we're doing now? That's the revolution. It won't be televised. It'll be brought to civil court. Fucking clown.
Well, you know that he's going to cut up this conversation and he's going to put it up on Facebook and he's going to spin it to be like, this right here, when Diabolic said this was a racist undertone.
Oh, he said this about me. Yeah. Oh, yeah, this is a dog whistle. This is that. Okay, cut this up. Suck my cock. Yeah, suck my cock. That's it. You could cut that up. You're retarded. You're a bitch. Cut that up. You've always been a bitch. You'll always be a bitch. That's it. You wore your fucking wife's head wrap to fucking SOBs in 1998. That's what you used to do. You wore your wife's head wrap to SOBs. That's what I heard. Chop that up. Tell everybody what I said. You're a fucking clown. You're beyond the backpacker nerd. You wore your wife's head wrap. There you go. That's my take on things.
What did you think of him using the Reddit post that said Diabolic and Apathy are Trump supporters as his proof, quote unquote, that you guys are? And he was putting that out in like so many responses to people.
I don't even know what to say to that. What somebody Reddit's a message board, right?
Right. Opinion
Like it's
based.
2001. That's a fucking message board. Yeah, so somebody could just type something. Here you go. Here, this is the truth now. Here's my receipts. Yeah, no doubt. Sure. Give me that receipt so I can wipe my ass when I have diarrhea after I drink too much. How about that? I'll wipe my ass with that. Zapty's not like big on Trump or anything. He's just not a lunatic either. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not a psychopath. You know, I don't even know what to say about it. No, apathy got lumped into that.
Right. And I also thought it was interesting because then like a fan had asked him, I have to ask, do you think Necro and Ill Bill are Nazis then? This is getting out of hand. Hip hop is getting so anti-diverse at the moment. I'm not sure how this is going to end. And then Kweli responded saying, Ill Bill, no. Necro, definitely. Which is why Bill don't rock with Necro. You just proved that Panda Chop has had at least 2 Nazis on his show. That makes him a Nazi. We should be divided from Nazis. Nazis should not be included in our diverse society. Only Nazis like you and Diabolic think that we should unite.
All right, enough of that. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? Number one, Necro's a Jew. So now we got Jewish Nazis. Necro's a Jewish Nazi. Is that what you're saying? That's fucking ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm talking about with this guy. Now, Necro, you know, he's actually been pretty laid back about this, but Necro would actually fucking elbow Kweli in the fucking mouth right in Brooklyn. He wouldn't even think twice about it. But he knows what this is. He looks at Kweli for what he is. He's a fucking dork. And that Necro and Bill's fucking differences have nothing to do with any of Kweli's politics and ridiculous bullshit. They're fucking brothers who butt heads. That's their difference. They're brothers who butt heads. Not hard to understand. I butt heads with my older brother. Not surprising. If my brother rapped, I probably wouldn't rap with him. Because he can be a pain in the ass when you work with him. Now, if we go out and do a fucking, you know, when we were younger, we do like actual labor, we're fine. You know, we have a, you know, a goal in mind, but creatively, I couldn't possibly think about working with my own brother. We would fucking kill each other. That's their differences. But Kweli takes any little slight connection that he can make and be like, no, Ill Bill's cool. He agrees with me. No, he doesn't. I guarantee you he doesn't. I don't know. I just guarantee you he doesn't think like Talib Kweli. I just know it. Because Ill Bill will punch someone dead in their shit. That's how I know it. You and Ill Bill are nothing alike. Ill Bill's not a pussy. Kweli is a bitch. Period. But you see these comments. This is why it doesn't get under my skin. Analyzing them, like right now, this gets under my skin. When I actually have to think about them, they're fucking ridiculous. It's like frustrating that it's even a conversation. Because the guy's a fucking jackass. People perceive him as smart, too. He's well read. He's not smart, though. He's a fucking retard.
So one person that he's actually gotten along with really well, that he's actually platformed or like shouted out a lot of times, is R.A. the Rugged Man, who we've seen is quite liberal, right?
Yeah, that's fine. Cool. Sure.
But you're also really cool with RA.
Right.
And you guys aren't, you know, don't share the same political beliefs and everything like that, but that hasn't affected your guys' like relationship.
I mean, I'm sure we share more in common than we do differences if we sat down and talked about it, but I don't give a fuck. I don't care what RA's political views are, what politically stirs the fucking pot. We're middle-aged men at this point, man. We have different opinions on things that you see, the articles, whatever the fuck, things on the internet. They're gonna affect you differently. I'm supposed to be like, oh, RA, who's always been a great guy, looked out, showed me tons of Long Island love. I'm supposed to be like, oh, I can't fuck with that guy. He's too libby. He's a libtard. That's what I'm supposed to do now? Get the fuck out of here, man. I'm sure we have more in common than we do apart. Sure, there's some things that we disagree on. But I'm pretty fucking sure if me and RA sat down and actually had a political discussion, which we never fucking would, it would be smooth fucking sailing. I'm easy going about this shit, man. I'm not one of these guys who flies off the handle like, what are you fucking great, you know? How could you think like that? I don't give a fuck, man. I might just chalk it up to the, oh yeah, you know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. I'll give it some thought. Keep it moving. You know, it's like, it's fucking silly. It's all silly. I think the politics has gotten completely out of control and is starting to fucking ruin the world, personally. But that's probably the plan. What do I know, though?
Because my whole thing was like, look, Necro has always called me a lefty. In our interviews, he's all like, I think you're a lefty. Like, he's always said that to me, right? And that's been like the running joke. He's always been like, yo, you got to stop with that. You're starting to sound like a lefty, or like, you know, like, and that's it's always been cool with me. It's like, I don't agree with like stuff he says or whatever, but he's always treated me well. I've treated him well. We get along with certain, you know, with the stuff we talk about. And it's fine. It's like, I just never thought it's my job to tell somebody, this is what you should believe politically. This is what you should be doing. This is who you should vote for. So I don't judge people off of those things. Like, you know, and especially because we live in a bipartisan system where it's like, you're choosing between shit and shit. You're probably going to choose the person, even if you don't like them, that is pushing the policy that you want the most or whatever, right? Like, because the Green Party is not going to win. So I don't judge people off of who they vote for or like what they believe in that regard. I just feel like politics a lot of times is more divisive than anything. So, but he's like, but Kweli's whole point is like, okay, you have to be a Nazi, you have to be a racist because you platform these guys that express support for Trump or voted for him, or I don't know, like are conservative in that way.
Yeah, or don't think he's that bad. Dude, you know who made me even check Trump out? It's guys like Kweli back in 2015, 16. It was those people that were psychotic maniacs on the internet. They're saying crazy shit. You know, I don't remember some of it, but like, you know, like the Paris Accords, like when he pulled out of the Paris Accords, right? These people were fucking going insane. So I dug into what it was, and he made sense. It was just a fucking cash grab. It was ridiculous. And I said it back then, and people are all of a sudden, they're like, oh, you're a fucking Nazi. You're a MAGA. You're automatically. I didn't even vote for Trump back then. I voted for Jill Stein in 2016. As funny as that sounds, I wasn't sold on Trump. I made the disconnect back then. It was about disconnecting from the psychotic political atmosphere that was going on. That's basically what I was doing. You know, that's why I called it the disconnect. I had to disconnect. I didn't want to pay attention to it. I didn't want to be a part of it. I didn't want to fight for it, fight again. I didn't give a fuck. I wanted to do hip hop music. And then when I started reading what these lunatics were saying, I was like, that can't possibly be true. And it wasn't. It turned out it wasn't true, that they're full of shit. They're just psychopaths. And they have their enemy and they have their Nazi, you know, they have whatever the fuck it is that they need to exist and feel like they're fighting the man, you know? Yeah, we're going to get the man. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Stop it. You're not revolutionaries. You're just talking on the internet. You're not activists. You're just talking on the internet and going to hip hop shows, pretending to raise money for things. That's what they're doing. I too have done it. Don't get it twisted. I used to think I was making a difference. I was not. That is the reality of it. There is an order to the fucking world that we don't have the commerce ability to manipulate or monetary fucking prosperity to manipulate, whatever way you want to fucking phrase it. We don't have the fucking power. I used to think we could change it. I'm not an activist no more. I'm not getting involved with you fucking people. I'm looking out for my pockets, my friends, my family. That's it. The rest of the people can suck my dick at this point. Because, dude, not for nothing. I spent good fucking 10, 15 years of my career, on some Illuminati, talking about New World Order stuff, the Federal Reserve, Operation Northwoods, all these crazy things that are going on. And no one seemed to give a fuck. And then Trump comes along, right? And all of a sudden they think they got their fucking villain. Like, oh, he's the one. He's the one. This is how you be anti-establishment. Dude, you're part of the establishment by doing that. You're these people that attack Trump. Oh, he's a Nazi. He's orange man, orange Cheeto president, whatever the fuck they say on the internet. You share the same political beliefs as every fucking anchor on CNN or MSNBC, MS Now, whatever they call it. You share the same. That's not the establishment? Really? The Democrat Party isn't part of the establishment? The oldest political party in the United States right now. How are you not part of the establishment if you're sharing all their opinions and talking points? It's I'm done with it. I'm done with it all. I mean, at this point, if as a rapper, quote unquote, right? A failed rapper, so to speak. If I say that Trump isn't that bad, I'm a Nazi. That's where we're at right now. Does that sound reasonable? Does that sound like a fucking, just does it reasonable is the word. Is that reasonable? Does that sound like a debate to be had? No, it's not even worth talking about. It's ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. It's the talk of retards with hockey helmets hitting themselves on a fucking minibus. That's what it is.
What do you think about when like Kweli says like, "Oh, he's a pedophile," and you're supporting a racist pedophile?
I don't fucking know. Is that true? Really? Is that the case? Really? Where'd that come from? Where'd that's all of a sudden the new talking point? I don't fucking know. I don't know. What, the Epstein files? That's what they're saying? The tip line from the Epstein files? They realize that's a tip line open to the public. Like psycho shit is in there. I'm not getting involved with it. I just don't care. I literally don't care. It's hilarious to watch people chase their tails with this horse shit. All I know is this is I destroyed Kweli, and 10 years later, he's still mad about it. Now, Datin recently annihilated Kweli. He gave him a really good, stern talking to. He had a pat him on the head. He said, "Sit down, little guy. You sit down, you got to get chastised now because you're out of line." And he gave him a nice fucking talking to, a legendary talking to. And that's the reality of it. So for the next 10 years, he's going to think about how Datin gave him a beating and how I previously gave him a beating. And I'm going to enjoy and relish in the fact that he has to deal with that. That's the reality of it. Politics aside, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I'm not a commie like he is. I'm not a Marxist. I don't do this horse shit. But stuff don't work. It's pie in the sky bullshit. I'm just not dealing with it.
Like, what do you think about Kid Rock recently? He said in an interview that him and Eminem actually had a conversation and said, "Let's not let politics divide us." Because they're on opposite sides of like politically what they believe, right? But they've always been friends, and they've
Well, I guess, let's stop right there. Let's stop right there. That means Eminem is now friends with Nazis, so Eminem's a Nazi. That's what that is. By their standards, now Eminem's friends with Nazis, so he's a Nazi. That's what I think. I'm going by Kweli standards. Eminem's now a Nazi because he's okay with Kid Rock being a Nazi. Kweli should touch on that. Why is that okay? He'll never touch it. Never.
No,
Never touch that one.
he knows better.
He likes to aim down. Of course he does. He wouldn't get a response either. Eminem just laugh at him. Shut up.
No, but not just that, but he knows like how powerful like Universal Music Group is and everybody that's affiliated with Eminem, that he knows that he wouldn't even go there.
Oh, it wouldn't work out. No, I don't think it would work out well. It didn't work out well with me, and I ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? See, this is this. You know, Kweli's disconnected. Kweli's like an old man. He is so far fucking removed from hip hop. He has. I love how he thinks he's some ambassador of the culture. He doesn't know shit about the fucking culture. He didn't know shit about the culture in 2001. He was on tour. He thought he was a hot shot by then. We were the ones in the trenches. Like, when it comes down to it, we were like a class below Kweli. We were a little younger. We came up a couple years after, like a couple years, literally, year and a half, 2 years after. And that whole generation of artists outside from a few guys, the raucous guys, that era of dudes, they didn't show us any love. They were never at the fucking wetlands when we were battling. They were never around. So what the fuck do you even know about the culture? You were never there. You might have been there in 97. Maybe you went to bragging rights. You saw somebody do some things there. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you were around it at one point. But you were fucking gone. You were in and out of there in a year. You fucking went on to bigger and better things, and you left the culture behind. So when it comes to people that can write tracks, see guys like Dayton and myself, right? We're from a school where we were good at everything. We were good off the head freestyle battling. We can write. You can put us in the studio with anyone from fucking Pharaoh Monch to Drake, and we'll be okay. We'll get by. Pun intended. And fucking, whereas Kweli can't do any of that shit. He can go to the studio. He can write songs. He's made some good shit. But if you put that guy in a fucking freestyle battle, he'll look like an asshole. He'll look foolish. You've seen him write a diss track to me, and it was an embarrassment. It was a mockery of diss tracks. It was horrible. He
You're
got smoked,
diabolic.
which is why he sent this guy. Yeah. Oh God, what a fucking joke. What a fucking circus. Fucking unbelievable. It's why he sent his guy. What do you call me? His shooter. The guy he does the podcast with. What's his name? Tef Poe.
Yeah, Tef
He
Poe.
did the track. He did a diss to Dayton. What do you call it? Evangelist or some shit, right? I looked at it a couple days ago. I
Evangelicals.
saw the video, and he shot the video in front of evangelical.
Evangelicals.
A weird
Yeah.
word. I don't like it. Evangelicals. Yeah, that track sucks. Tef Poe, you suck. You're terrible. Half your fucking. I listened for about 47 seconds, and half the shit didn't even rhyme. It was fucking garbage. If that's Kweli's shooter, he probably should have sent Copyright. At least Copyright can rep. But Tef Poe is fucking terrible. He pulls up to fucking Dayton's church. Why didn't you tell Dayton you was going to be there? Why don't you let anybody know? That's like a flex. Oh, I'm going to pull up, shoot a video, and leave. I'm right around your spot. But now I'm not going to let you know. That's a flex now? Stop it. Stop it. It's real revolutionary of them. You guys are real revolutionaries, man. Yeah, no doubt. You want all the smoke when nobody's around and you're filming a fucking terrible rap song into video form. That fucking garbage, bro. Last time I checked, it had 836 views. Javadi Media, Kweli's label. Oh, man, they're really killing the game, let me tell you. What a fucking joke. What a fucking joke. Kweli had his man do a diss track that was awful. That's worse than you fucking doing an awful diss track, bro. At least you would have had some respect for trying. People don't look at you like a fucking fighter or a battle rapper. At least you could have fucking got some stripes. Instead, you send your man out to look stupid and do nothing. Jesus. This is what we're dealing with, though.
You know, he's cool, Tef.
These are the big revolutionaries, right?
Tef is cool with a lot of people that
I
you
don't know. I'm
know,
sure he's a
though.
nice guy.
No, I'm saying he's cool with a lot of people that you know, though.
I'm sure he's a great guy. I'm sure he's a great guy. I'm sure there's a reason they're friends with him. But that fucking song sucked. That song
You didn't
sucked.
like the beat? I thought the beat was dope.
Objectively, that's trash.
I thought the beat was dope.
I don't care about the beat. I want to hear what you're saying. You're supposed to be dissing to somebody. That's cool. You didn't do it justice. The words were garbage. The words were garbage. What do I
Also,
care about them?
Dayton had said that like his pastor had called him because they had did a show out there. Kweli and Tef had did a show out there where Dayton lives, and I guess the DJ
Okay.
had was worried or something that Dayton was gonna pull up. So the pastor had called Dayton and was asking him like, "Yo, you're not gonna go to the show, right? Because they don't want like a fight to happen. Like the pastor didn't want a fight or a situation to happen." And Dayton was like, "Yeah, nothing good's gonna come of that. Like, why would I go there, right?" But as soon as like Kweli leaves Florida, then he's commenting saying, "Yeah, I was in your town and I was, dissing you in your own town and, doing a show and everything like that." And then a couple days later, the music video came out. Then he was pushing the narrative. "Yeah, we filmed the music video in front of your church and everything like that." But both times, you know what I mean? Like it wasn't
Right.
like he tagged him
Right.
directly to be like, "Yo, pull up and show us like you're really a man," or whatever you want. If you really want that problem or you really want that smoke, you know what I'm saying? He didn't do that. And what I feel like Kweli does a lot of times is like he thinks that he's just talking normal, combating racism, but it's how he's doing it, the way that he's saying it is fighting words. And then as soon as somebody responds in an aggressive way, he's like, "Oh no, like, you see, you're threatening me and like what you're doing and stuff." It's like Karen behavior. That's what it really is. It's straight up Karen behavior, right? So it's like,
It's I mean, that's a good way to describe it. Look. You're overanalyzing who Kweli is. Kweli is a fucking bitch. He's a fucking bitch. He talks tough on the internet and then plays the victim, and he has narratives and he runs with those narratives afterwards. He's a fucking bitch. Some would say he's a cunt. Any number of words you could use to describe him, but a man is not one of them. A tough guy is definitely not one of them. He talks like the toughest, braggadocious guy in the world, but he's none of those things, bro. It's all posturing on the internet. Maybe it's compensation for being such a cunt. I don't know. But that's what he is. He's a cunt. That's who you're dealing with. Don't overanalyze it. That's a cunt bitch move. He has a black belt in bitch moves. Fucking, you go to somebody's fucking area and talk shit when you leave. Isn't that what 6ix9ine did with the Chicago gang members? He popped out for 15 seconds at 3 o'clock in the morning, then went home and
right,
acted like he was
something
out
like that.
here.
Yeah.
Isn't that what he did? I'm pretty sure that's what he did. Yeah. That's a bitch move. That's posturing for the internet. And that's all it is. That's all it is. It's content creation. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous to me. I'd love to smack Kweli around. I would love it. It would be, dude, it would be very fulfilling for me to open hand smack the shit out of that guy. But the repercussions of it are really worth the fulfillment I would get from smacking him. It would be funny. I'd laugh about it, but it wouldn't be worth it because what would happen is I'd get sued, probably arrested. You know what I'm saying? If I did it in New York City, he'd probably be lobbying for it to be a fucking hate crime. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. The guy's a fucking chud. That's all there is to it. Just get used to his antics because they're going to be directed towards you regardless.
Right.
It's just how he operates. Just get used to it. He hasn't changed his fucking tune in 15 years on the internet. He's been doing this for 15 years straight. It's nothing to be surprised about. You're dealing with a fucking bitch, Karen, victim, under the fucking guise of I'm an anti-racist. What does that mean? What are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? You're just talking shit on the internet. You're none of these things. You're just a dickhead. Maybe he's a black supremacist. I don't know. He might be. Doesn't affect my day any, but he might be. He comes off like one. Nobody ever calls it out. I mean, actually, I'm sure some people call it out. What am I saying? But maybe that's what it is. I think it's a grift for money and to try to maintain some level of relevance to his rapidly decreasing fan base and less packed shows unless he does them with Mos Def, you know? I'm sure it has something to do with it.
What we
But
can
what do I know?
confirm is that Kweli does have solid dudes around him. That's why he feels comfortable talking the way that he does, because he knows that with those guys, it's unlikely that he's going to get touched.
What guys? Who?
He's got
Who?
some dudes around him that keep him safe. Okay.
Who?
I'm not going to say
Who?
any names.
Who keeps him safe?
I'm just
Who?
saying that he does. He has some guys. That's why he feels comfortable. But what I'm saying is he would never talk that.
I spoke to a few of the guys that used to be around him. I'm not sure that the same dudes are around him at this point that I've spoken to, but they're all right. They ain't fuck. They're a fucking cloudy day in my world, man.
He would never talk like that if it was just one-on-one to somebody. The way that he responds to people in the comments,
No,
he would never say
no.
that to somebody's face.
No. 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 He's a diva, bro. I mean, he throws fits at shows, though. And I don't think Kweli's not rolling around with a bunch of fucking gangsters, bro. Stop it. What the fuck planet are we on, man?
He's still from Brooklyn, man.
Kweli was what?
Don't
So
forget that
fucking what?
he's still from Brooklyn.
And what does that mean? What is so what?
He could know some killers, man. Some real killers.
There's killers everywhere.
Yeah, but I mean, there's people that
killers
really rock
everywhere.
with him, you know?
Yeah, man. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so at all. I don't think the people he surrounds himself with are like that one bit. They're a fucking cloudy day in my world.
One thing that Kweli has spent a lot of energy trying to prove was that maybe all the details in Datin's diss track were not completely factual. And Kweli and Mickey Fax spent time during their interview talking about this. I don't know if all that stuff is true or not. I saw that. I see Datin went off the word of previous interviews that Kweli's own baby mother did, Jaguar Wright, and other situations like that. These are allegations, okay?
So what?
I'm asking, but I'm asking you, right? Does it matter if what you're saying in the rhyme is true and can be proven with evidence? Or is it just more about how well you're rapping and destroying somebody? Because
this is deflection of getting murked. This is deflection. It's all deflection. It's all deflection. That shit is all deflect. Oh, this little point here. It's like, dude, it's deflection. It's stop it. Your fucking baby mama's in interviews saying things. She didn't. His little video he posted of her did not refute the points. It said, "Oh, we're good at co-parenting now." I would hope so. I would hope so for your kids' sake that you guys sorted out your differences. Now, everybody's got skeletons in their closet. Everybody's fucked things up in life. It's just you're a public person and you're putting yourself into a position where somebody's gonna fucking dissect what you did and put it in rhyme form and pick you apart about it. Now, what? Now we're going to get into nerd world with Kweli and start debating the semantics of this line isn't 100% true, so that makes the whole thing whack. And it's shut up. You got smoked. Get over it. You got fucking smoked. You know you're not capable of fucking coming back from it or rebutting it or doing anything. So now you want to fucking debate the finer points of, oh, well, he said Jaguar right. Yo, it's out there. She says this. He's using it as a reference point for a punchline, and it was fire. Simple. Simple as that. And you can't come back from it. So you try to refute the semantics of it. Stop it. Just stop it. I'm not getting into nerd world with these people, bro. I'm not letting Kweli dictate the rules of diss tracks. He can't make them. He's fucking terrible. He can't battle. He's never won a battle in his entire fucking life, from a cipher to a freestyle battle to an organized thing to a written thing. He's never done shit. He has no place dictating any of the rules or how it should be read. He has no place in this. He's not part of that culture. Maybe he's part of hip hop to some extent as a fucking high post diva, Karen, douchebag bitch. Yes, he's a part of that world. But when it comes to this, he has no say in it. He has no say in the rules or how it's supposed to be perceived. This is all deflection to try to save face because he got smoked. Simple as that. That simple.
Because my point was, they were saying, right, was it ever truly proven that Tupac fucked Faith Evans? It wasn't ever truly proven, but that was one of the high points of that battle with him and Biggie, right? And what he said, that was like one of the things.
Yeah, who cares?
Did Jay-Z really leave condoms on Nas's child's baby seat, like he said, right? That was never really proven.
May or may not have. I don't give a shit.
Right.
It was a good line.
But it was good lines. That's the point. That's why I'm trying to ask you. So your point is, it doesn't matter if it's true or not. You got embarrassed by the line and everything. It made you look bad.
I mean, you've watched modern battle rap, right?
Right.
You've watched modern acapella battle rap, right?
Yep.
90 fucking % of this shit is bullshit. They're just painting scenarios in very creative ways, making it rhyme really good and hopefully closing it out with a strong ass fucking line. You know what I'm saying? It could be anywhere from 2 to 4 to 8 to sometimes 16 to 24 bar schemes. They're just harping on about painting a bullshit picture. That's fucking fun and fire. And they win battles doing this. Kweli is he's not rewriting the rules here.
He said that battle raps are different than on wax. Like rap battles are different. You sign up for that.
Why? Why is that? Why is that? Who the fuck are you? You don't make the rules. He doesn't make the rules of diss tracks.
Right.
He doesn't make the fucking rules. That's it. It's that simple. He loves to act like he's the arbiter of what is and what isn't part of the cult. He's not. I don't know where he gets this idea in his head. It's a role he plays for the internet. It's fucking silly. You're no more an arbiter of hip hop than I am. As white as I am, and as much as that bothers you. You didn't invent hip hop. I didn't invent hip hop. We're just part of something that someone else created at some point when we were either very little or not even fucking sperm in our dad's ball sacks yet. That simple. Just something you do. You're not the arbiter. You don't get to determine what is and what isn't acceptable by this or that standard that you've made up. It's all arbitrary and it's all bullshit. And listening to this guy speak, it's shocking that anyone takes him serious, but it's good to see that more than half the people are looking at him like he's a fucking buffoon. It is good to see that. So the answer to your question is whatever he said is nonsense as usual. And over-analyzing, oh, this line he said, that's not true. Yeah, I don't know if I believe you. You're a constant fucking pathological liar. I've seen that on the receiving end. All you do is lie about people all day, every day on the internet. So the fuck do I care about what you say about the rules of diss tracks? You're not even good at them, let alone mediocre. You're terrible. The guy is fucking terrible at battle rap of any form. So what the fuck am I supposed to even take him serious? It's ridiculous.
You saw his claim that Dayton beats his wife or whatever, and then he ended up saying later on he was referring to his ex-wife or whatever.
Where'd he get that from? Oh, so that's just accepted as truth now? That's automatically true? Oh, okay. Okay, that's just automatically true. Why didn't he take that and put it into a diss record? Because he can't. Because he can't. He'd rather talk shit on the internet than try to paint these pictures of people. Let's say Dayton did do that in the past, and he realized the error in his ways. Let's say he did, just for argument's sake. Let's say that was true. What's that got to do with you? What's that got to do with Dayton now and how he's conducting himself in life? and how he's trying to be a good man and a father and a fucking husband and these things. Not rolling up and beating the shit out of you at a show. That's the guy he's trying to be. So what does it even matter? What does it have to do with the fact that he slaughtered you on record? What does that have to do with anything? Nothing. It has nothing to do with anything. And it's from some random dude on the internet who disappeared afterwards, apparently. That's what it is. But that's a receipt. That's true now. Really? Oh, okay. But the shit your wife actually said in an interview, your ex-wife, that doesn't matter because she came on, made a video and says, we co-parent now. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Stop it. Just stop it. It's frustrating to even think about this guy at this point. Let's move on. Let's make fun of more people. He's a dork. He's going to be a dork. He'll always be a bitch. Let's keep it there.
Let me just ask you just one last question, okay? If you had to guess, do you think that he will respond with a diss track, or it will just be like one line or something like that in the song, or not respond on wax at all?
I don't know. Probably not. He probably won't respond, if I had to guess. I don't think he will. He knows better now. He made a fucking ass out of himself when he did it against me. I don't think he'll risk it again. What's he gonna do? Get that fat fuck J Rolls to make another whack beat?
What did you think about Kweli saying the certain things that he did about Immortal Technique and Poison Pen in his podcast, on Math Hoffa's podcast? Some of the comments came across as like he was taking little shots, or he felt a way about how things were handled when it was pertaining to you.
I don't recall what he said on Math Hoppers about them. But I did see what he said recently in reference to like Dayton, and then, he was talking to that dude Tef Poe, and he's like, Diabolic. He voted for Trump. That's a Nazi. That's just definitive. This and that. He goes through his whole little spiel about me, and but then he goes on to say, like his name should be protected, and that Pan and Tech are part of the problem for not protecting his name. Then he goes on to say, like, if somebody said something about Immortal Technique, I got his back. See, this is just standard Kweli horseshit. He's looking for quote unquote allies, right? Number one, your name isn't going to be protected any more than it should be. First of all, he said something similar on the Mickey Fax thing, right?
Right.
He said something similar about how he should be protected. Why should you be protected? Stand on your own fucking two. Who the fuck are you? What, do you think you're some legend? You're special? You hang out with Dave Chappelle, so you're cool? You should be protected by everybody. Everybody should look out for you and make sure you're okay. That's some real high post shit, man. Some real diva ass mentality. It's embarrassing to me to hear somebody talk like that. And it is indicative of a bitch, a pussy, so to speak. Oh, you should be protecting me. Why should my friends protect you when we're beefing? Unfortunately for him, in reality, the way it works amongst men is I could be completely fucking wrong. We could be in a situation where we're all in one place. I could be completely fucking wrong. Cock back and punch you dead in your shit. You know what my friends are going to do? They're not going to stop me. They're going to jump in and beat the fuck out of you and your friends. And then maybe if I'm wrong and it was fucked up what I did, they'll tell me afterwards. That's what you do with your friends. Your name is not getting protected by my people. They're not problematic for not protecting Kweli's name. Fuck Kweli's name. Fuck Talib Kweli. What are they going to do? They're going to call me up and be like, you shouldn't say that. That's mean. That's nasty. You know what I'm saying? Fuck out of here. That's outrageous. Fucking outrageous. Fuck should they, why would my friends protect his name? And Penn's known him for a long time. Penn didn't involve himself. Peck didn't involve himself. Well, he did towards the end there. We've discussed that. I thought that was some buffoonery, but we've sorted that out. Kweli's the one who involved him. I didn't be like, hey guys, you got to have my back with this Talib Kweli bitch. I don't need them to have my back. Why would my friends protect your fucking name from me slandering you? Why? Makes no sense. It's ridiculous. Would your friends protect my name from you slandering me? No. And I wouldn't expect them to. But I'm also not a diva fucking bitch who thinks he makes the rules for hip hop culture. But, that's just what it is. I'm going to say pause. He's a romantic. Fucking faggot. Fuck out of here. That number one, that was nonsense. Everything he just said is ridiculous. That's not how it went down at all. That's not how it went down at all. They didn't go, hey, yeah, we're Rebel Arms. We settle things in the boxing ring. Nobody, that's not what we do. Maybe Tech said that because Tech likes to speak like prophetically sometimes, but Penn don't talk like that. That's ridiculous. Penn would have said, yo, you want the head up with him? Penn, you want the head up with Bollock? He'll give it to you right now. You shoot the fair one with him.
That's what Penn told me.
He would say that.
That's what Penn told me in our interview. He said that he told him, if you want to fight Bollock, like, you could do that.
Yo, let's break it down to brass tacks. Break it down to Of course he doesn't want to do that. He'd get the shit kicked out of him in 2 seconds. He's a fucking pussy. He doesn't want to fight anybody. His baby mom would beat the shit out of him. He's a soft bitch, bro. This is the reality of it. Kweli, let's break it down to simple terms. I asked Kweli a question on Twitter a decade ago. His response ended in bitch, directed towards me. That's where it all started. The same way it starts with him with everybody. I'll say whatever I want, bitch. And I said, I got your bitch right here. That's where it all came from. It didn't start with me attacking him. I asked him a question about why you respond to these people. That's what it was about. That's the receipts. That's the reality of it. He talks crazy to people, and some people just aren't going to respond well to that, and I'm one of them. Most people won't. Like, get out of here. What do you start your own problems? And then he said, oh, somebody needs to check the white boy in that crew. Number one, they're not capable of checking the white boy in that crew. That's not how it works with us. I'm not some sucker. You just be like, hey, white boy, you better fucking mind your P's and Q's around this pro-black rapper Kweli. I'll be like, yeah, fuck you. I'm not in the crew then. I don't care. It's just not going to work like that. You got the wrong guy for that shit. He's a fucking joker. It's all nonsense with this guy. It's like pathological lie after lie after lie. Oh, he voted for Trump. He's a Trump supporter. That's a Nazi. That's not reality. That is make-believe. That is fantasy land for podcasts. That's what that is. That's not reality. People can vote for different people and have different political fucking ideas of what works in America, which is a fucking joke of a country at this point, because it's so easy to live here. It's so easy to be fucking homeless here. They give you food. They give you cards to get food and healthcare. And everybody has complaints. That's how much of a joke this country is and the complaints that come out of it. Looking at his outlook towards people, number one, I'm well versed in the fact that it's a grift. I've said it many times. I've said it in this interview already. It is a grift. It's partially a religion with leftists, though. Oh, that's why Necro's like, hey, he's starting to sound like a lefty. I kind of understand where he's coming from, because that lefty shit, it's almost like a maniacal religion. It's the ramblings of lunatics. What he's saying is crazy. Oh, you need to check the white boy in your crew. Yet you'll call me a racist. When have I been like, oh, something about Kweli being black? Anything I've ever dissed him on, has it ever been about him being black? Has it ever been a critique of his skin tone? Anything like that? You show me a place where I'm out here talking about, oh, white people this, white people are being shit on for that. You show me where I did that, and then you could start talking about that I'm a racialist in some way. Until you do that, you're the racist. That's the reality of it. You're the one bringing up race all the time. You're the one referring to me as a white boy, because if we reverse the roles, you'd be up in fucking arms. Whereas I don't care. I'm used to that in hip hop. Oh, white boy this, white boy that. It's something that comes with fucking freestyle battles in 1999 at the fucking wetlands. It's very common. But don't sit here and tell me that I'm the one bringing up race or making race a fucking issue. Give me a fucking break. You're the one who has the issue with race. I have no issue with race. I don't give a fuck. If I made race an issue and treated you with kid gloves, then I'd be worrying about race. And really, I'd kind of be a subliminal racist like the fucking white libs are. They handle them with kid gloves. They act like every black person's a victim and we need to fucking coddle them. I happen to disagree. I think that you don't need to coddle black people. I think they're just like me. Leave them the fuck alone and you'll be left alone. Pretty simple fucking terms. It's very simple. I'm not bringing up race with this fucking goof. It's laughable. It's very obvious if you have half a brain in your head to see what it is for what it is. He brings up race. He refers to people as white boys or black men or black women. I don't bring up race. I don't sit here and be like, oh, well, I'm talking to a black man or I'm talking to a white man or I'm talking to a Puerto Rican man. It's just not something that comes across my fucking desk ever. It's just not. It's not how I analyze life. Whereas it is with him because he's probably a racist or very racially conscious and analyzing everything by a racial fucking lens. It's stupid. It's stupid and laughable to me. I'm not an identitarian. I'm not into identitarian politics. It's laughable.
Two things though. He's going to look at this and other people as well, and they're going to say
Cool.
black
Let
people
'em.
cannot be racist based on
Oh, yeah, totally. Bro, sure.
critical race theory.
Sure they can. Yeah, okay.
On critical race theory,
Oh,
black
that's a
people
very
cannot be
that's
racist.
and what I'll say is that's a very convenient theory you have there, but that's a theory created by a fucking bunch of white people in college. That's not reality. Reality is everyone can be fucking racist, and it's that simple. Get over it. Take your critical race theory and shove it square up your ass. How about that? Take your Peggy McIntosh politics and shove it up your ass. Because all your shit was created by a pug-faced white lady. Okay? That's where it comes from. A white women's studies professor propagates all this horse shit. It's nonsense. Get the fuck out of here with that. Everybody can be racist. Most people aren't. Nobody gives a fuck. Most people don't care. I personally don't care. You can be racist to me. I wouldn't care. It's not going to affect my day. It'll affect other people's days. Historically, there's some shit that's very regrettable. Luckily, I had nothing to do with it. So I'm not getting blamed for it. You could suck my dick. You could take your fucking arguments and your little fucking excuses and race theory. I don't give a fuck. Critical theory is a thought exercise from law school that they've now converted into a racial thing. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here with it. Don't care. Just an excuse. Just a convenient way to argue and make your point on the fucking internet. It's a joke. It's a joke, and I'm going to treat it as such. Just like Talib Kweli. A joke. I treat him as a joke, which is why I troll him and don't care what he says to me. You don't affect my record sales. You're never going to. You can't make me worse at rapping because I'm dead fucking nice. And everybody knows it. And I smoked you, and that's the reality of it. And now Datin smoked you. After Datin went from being a vicious battle rapper, he smoked you as a nice guy. A nice guy came out and fucking obliterated you. You should enjoy that. I hope you do. I hope you take it to the grave with you. And when you go to your funeral, they should play my diss track at your, while they're giving your eulogy. Like I said.
So what he said on the Math Hoffa podcast was when he addressed you, he said that if somebody was white in my crew and they were beefing with somebody black, I would not defend the white boy.
But I'm the racist. Right, sure. No doubt, bro. Yeah, he's a asshole racist. What if the white boy was right? You ever think of that? What if the white boy had a legitimate disagreement with a black guy? You wouldn't defend your friend because he's white, beefing with a black asshole? Like, does any of this strike you as insane like it does me? But you can't be racist, right? Because you're black, you can't be racist. You could just be prejudiced. Yeah, sure. No, you're racist. That's a racist statement. It's ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. I mean, I hope copyright heard that one. Copyright, you better mind your fucking P's and Q's around Kweli. He's not gonna have your back, you fucking hoe.
All right, well, let's go on to that situation, right? This next situation, I'm a little more this
Oh boy.
this next situation I'm a little more disappointed by because I had such high hopes for you and him, right? Because like there was talks about you, Nightwalker, and Copyright doing an album together. When you and Walker
Well,
wait,
that was copyright side.
okay, but when you and Walker had told me about it, I was excited, thinking this is dope that everyone's cool, they working together. Then out of nowhere, he commented on my post, I think something about you looking like a lesbian or something like that, which I thought he was just joking.
Something like that.
It seemed like so random, and I'm thinking like, you know, you guys are supposed to be working together, everything's cool, so he's just joking or whatever, right? But then it became like a whole thing. I think I asked you about it, thinking it was a joke. You got mad, hit up Nightwalker. I didn't realize things were icy between you guys already because of the whole J. Rawls and Kweli thing. So
no. You're getting ahead of yourself. You're getting ahead of yourself. It wasn't icy. It wasn't. There was no ice. Everything was all good when Copy made that comment. See, all right. Copy's always been a dunny. He's always been like a doula in hip hop. For the old school hip hop heads, they'll know what I'm talking about. Copy always been kind of a fucking suspicious character around. I know he's got mental problems. He's like bipolar and shit. But I've always kind of looked at Copy like Copy's kind of a fucking sucker the way he behaves himself. But he's a good rapper, and that's really more what I'm concerned with. I don't got to be best friends with people to think they're good or want to do a track with somebody, right? So it's like this. Nightwalker became cool with Copy because Copy needed fucking protection in Chicago. That's the reality of it. He knew a guy in there in Chicago. He was going to battle when he got back into battle rap probably 10 years ago or some shit. I think he was battling Reverse Live. And he had no one to roll with him and kind of have his back. So somebody suggested, yo, reach out to Nightwalker. He'll roll with you. He's a good guy. Nightwalker's a tough fuck. So he wanted a guy around that's a stand-up dude that knows people out there. So him and Nightwalker got cool from that. And that's cool. So over the years, they've been cool. Me and Nightwalker have been working on a project for ourselves, but I've been stagnant. I've been a little like lazy and just kind of stagnant musically. So one night, you know, me and Nightwalker, every week or two, we get on the phone, we drink some beers, we shoot the shit, go over music, come up with ideas, just catch up, whatever the case is. And we're coming up with ideas of who we can get on a track, a single song, to just light a fire under my ass. Because if I get someone on a track, then I'm obligated to do something with the person. It'll make me get shit done. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, what about Copy? I said, Copy's dope. What's his number? I'll hit him up. So he hit Copy. Is it cool if I get Diabolic your number? He's like, yeah, cool. So I hit him up. Yeah, me and Nightwalker were saying you're dope. We should do something. He said you were interested in this beat that I kind of locked down. I sent him the beat. I was like, you fuck with this? He's like, yeah, I fuck with that. All right, let's do something to it. Cool, man. No doubt, brother. That's all it was. It was all good. Everything was cool. So we kind of played phone tag. I think he went on a little tour or something. We were kind of playing phone tag between this point. And about maybe a month and a half, 2 months later, Copyright randomly hits up Nightwalker and goes, yo, me, you, and Diabolic should do a whole project, like an EP or something. And Walker brings this to me, and I'm like, yo, I'm down, but yo, not for nothing. And this is where I said, not for nothing. I'm just going to tell you something. I was fucking around on Copyright's Instagram, just checking out what he's doing. And I saw him. He's doing a project with J. Rawls. J. Rawls produced Kweli's fucking shitty diss record response to me. They've been friends for God knows how long. Clearly, they go back. Copyright's working with him. I saw him backstage with Rawls and Kweli. I was like, Walker, I'm telling you, this could become a fucking problem. It's going to become a problem for Copy. I don't have a problem with it. I don't give a fuck that he works with. I couldn't care less. But I could see this being a problem for Copy, right? Okay. Fast forward about a month. Copywrite's ending this tour. He's ending around Chicago. One of the last couple dates was in Chicago. Him and Nightwalker are hanging out. And he says to Walker, yo, I don't know if I can do this because this is going to fuck my shit up. Da, 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 da. So Walker's like, here we go. Just what I told him would happen. I saw the shit coming from a mile away. Walker fucking said, listen, man, it's all good. Bollock already brought this up to me that this might be a fucking problem. Just give him a call. Tell him he's cool. He doesn't care. I did not care. I understood it. I get it. Industry politics, friends of friends. It's all good, man. You got shit you're doing. I don't want to fuck your shit up. All the best. It's all good. You can't do it. You can't do it. I made some enemies. Shit happens. No big deal. I did not hear from Copyright after that. And then that comment on your shit popped up. So after which I hit Copyright up like, yeah, what the fuck, bro? You know, like I was nothing but cool to you. What is this shit? And he got real condescending dickhead with me. And then it turned into like, yo, I'm going to smack the shit out of you when I see you. And that's that. And that's where it stands. That's where it stands with me and Copy. It was all good. He decided to get into bed with J. Rawls, and now Kweli is putting out Copyright's music. Because what it is Copyright's a dick cricket. Copyright does not have the mental fortitude to release his own records and make all his own money. He needs to hop on dicks like a cricket. That's what he needs to do. Become a dick cricket to have people do the work for them. So they use their machine to promote Copyright, which is fine if you want to do things like that. But it's just not the way I operate. Now, Copyright talking to me fucking sideways. I'm just going to say it right now. He's got the fucking wrong guy. I don't know why he'd pick me out of the fucking bunch to have a problem with, but I will fucking headbutt his face right off his body. That's outrageous to me. Copyright is not tough. He can rap as hard as he wants. He is not a tough guy. It's almost like Copyright's due for an ass whooping, because every 5 years or so, Copyright gets his ass whooped in public and gets humbled and put in his fucking place, and he's chosen me to be the donator of that ass whooping. You know what I'm saying? Because me and him are not alike. I'll fucking fold Copyright in 2 seconds flat. And he'll see this and he can respond to it and act like he's a tough guy. And say things like he said to me, oh, you're letting me control your emotions. Yeah, I am. You pissed me off. And now you're going to be on the receiving end of you controlling my emotions. You fucked up. You don't want to play with my emotions and get me pissed off. You chose that. Now that choice is going to be reciprocated with me fucking elbowing your jaw off your face. Simple as that.
Let me just say, though, like, when I realized that it was an issue between you guys, did I not try to squash it between you guys? Because I fuck with both of you. I got love for both of you, and I told you guys that separately.
Well, you're romantic like Kweli is about this shit. You know, you're romantic about it.
No, because I was really disappointed. You know, I always told Copy, right? I said that Necro is the one that opened the door for me for underground hip hop interviews, like to that massive level, right? But the Copyright interview I did with him, because it was so like honest and it was like covered so much stuff, it really opened, like kicked down the door, right? And he told me himself that it opened a lot of opportunities for him, you know? So we really fucked with each other.
Okay.
You know, then I helped him squash the beef with Apathy, and then they were going to be working on some shit together. And it seemed like everybody was starting to get cool. So I was really disappointed when this situation happened. I didn't want it to happen this way.
I mean, I didn't do nothing to make it happen like this. I did nothing to that guy. I was cool. If he had conflicts of interest and he's doing some other shit, that's fine, man. You don't even gotta tell me, but don't talk to me sideways. And now you're on. You know what it is, dude? He started hanging out with Kweli, and he's choosing teams, which I get. I understand it. But Unfortunately for him, now you got to deal with me, bro. Now you got to deal with me. Now you're going to have to deal with me. And we're not doing diss records because I saw what he was doing. Copy thinks he's fucking cute. He's like, yeah, where's the diss record? He's talking on fucking Instagram and shit. Maybe he misunderstood when I said you woke me up. Yeah, you didn't wake me up rapping, buddy. You woke me up like I'm gonna leave the fucking house and lay you the fuck out. I'm gonna lay you the fuck out. Serious. Seriously. There will be a video of Diabolic running up on Copy and choking him the fuck out, smacking him around, doing something, or bitching him in a corner. There will be. That shit will happen. Mark my fucking words.
I really hope not, bro.
I know you don't. I know you don't want it to happen. I know you don't. I know you don't. It bothers you because you're romantic about this shit, like Kweli. But I'm not. I'm not romantic about it. Dude, Nino, my man Nino, right? Nino Bless been friends with Copyright for fucking a while. They always been cool, right?
Right.
And there was a couple times I interacted with Copyright back in the day where I was at shows with Penn that he was at, and Copy always acted funny style. Now, this is something I'm used to with wiggers, the Wiggarthans in hip hop. White boys are fucking funny style with other dope white boys. They always are. Not all white boys are like that. Necro ain't like that. Ill Bill ain't like that. But guys like Copyright, they're like that. They like the posture. They like to fucking peacock as wiggers. That's why they wear Supreme gear and try to have Jordans and have the newest flashy styles and little, if you notice, they wear accessories, little bracelets. They'll have a matching watch to their t-shirt. This is what they do. But you can identify them if you see them, but they don't like it. It's white rapper syndrome. They're always in competition with the other white boy because they want to be the only white boy that's down with the black kids. It's junior high nonsense, bro. It's ridiculous. And that's Copyright. Copyright's always been corny, bro. He's always been a fucking giraffe neck fucking bird, dude. He's a fucking herb, bro. Give me a fucking break. Copyright would have benefited from rolling around with a guy like me. At least he can learn how not to be a fucking sucker. Stop getting the shit slapped out of him. You know what I'm saying?
So you guys did end up posting a lot of stuff back and forth on Instagram. You posted a lot of
That's right. I posted pictures of Copyright with his shirt off with yellow hair trying to be MGK. Yeah, I remember.
You posted the fight
and he's looking
pictures.
for diss tracks because he's looking for promo. Of course I did. Camuteo beating the shit out of him because he stole money when he was a fucking drug addict, drunk asshole. Yeah, no, I remember. I remember. What does he think he's tough because he ran up on Cage and hit him with a newspaper or something? Stop it, bro. Cage is a fucking sissy too. Stop it. You guys have always been bitches, bro. You've always been hoes. You've always been high post, standoffish, think you're cooler than everybody, fucking hoes. Not one of you is tough. Stop it. Stop it. Just stop it. Straight up, stop it. That's it. Just stop it. That's it. Just stop it. Stop it. He's a bitch. He just signed to the biggest bitch in hip hop, Kweli. He thinks that, oh, yeah, fucking 47 years old, that's going to spark your career. Javadi Media. Good luck, buddy. Good fucking luck. You should have stuck with your man from Virginia. At least they liked you and took care of you.
There's no way that you guys could squash it?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Nope. No, 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 no. None whatsoever. He could suck my dick. It's that simple. He could suck my dick. I was nothing but nice to that guy. You want to play games? All right, you made new friends? You want to fucking play that game? Cool. Cool. That's what's up. Let's do it. Let's play that game. You want to play the white boy game? Let's play the white boy game. You picked the wrong white boy. Straight up, you picked the wrong one. I've always been the troublemaker out of our crew. Always been the one looking for smoke. Let's go.
You guys have
Let's
so
go.
many
Let's
friends in
let's see
common,
what's up.
though, too, because he's cool with Penn, too.
No, we don't. No,
He's cool with Penn.
He knows Penn. He ain't cool with Penn.
No?
He's Penn's cool with everybody. Stop it. That ain't Copy ain't Penn's man, bro. Stop it. I've never seen Copy around Penn. Copy acted funny with Penn too. Copy turning his back on people because he's a drunken retard. Can't even handle his drugs. Fuck is wrong with that guy? Stop it. Learn how to behave yourself. Know who you're talking to.
You and Copy did a show together last year at the Masonic Lodge, right, in Jersey?
I didn't even see Copy there. Didn't even see him there. Never even saw him. I was out of there before he even got there.
Oh, wow, okay.
Coach Castro is convinced that Copy was hiding in the car. He's convinced. Because the second we left, he showed up. The second we peeled, we were smoking weed outside the car before we left with a couple of our homies. Didn't even see Copy there. Not once. Didn't even see him.
Wasn't there talks back in the day that you were interested in battling in King of the Dot?
Nah, it was more King of the Dot was interested.
Would you battle Copy on stage for a bag?
Now?
Yes.
What kind of bag?
I don't know. I'm just saying in general, would you battle him on stage if money was being offered to your liking?
For the right bag? Yeah, maybe. But he's still getting punched in his fucking shit. I can't promise you nothing, man. But yeah, I would do it in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat, yes. Yeah, 100%.
Or a double feature with celebrity boxing too at the end?
Nah, I'll just break his shit. I'll just break his shit. Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. I understand. Look, Copyright's a talented guy, bro. In a lot of ways. He can rap good. He can flow really tight. I mean, honestly, his content has gone downhill over the years. He used to be better as far as the wordplay goes. I feel like it's lazy now, but he's a good rapper. He always has been. You get a Copyright verse, it'll probably be dope. Put it on a record. Me and Copyright doing a project probably would have been dope. Kids would have bought it. Regardless, the guy is a fucking douche nozzle. It's that simple. He's been shooting himself in the foot since, I don't know, when did High Exalted drop? Like '04 or some shit? He's just been fucking shit up the entire time he's been involved in this. The whole time. How are you involved in hip hop for 20 years? You've never dropped your own fucking record once. You've never independently released a fucking record. You've just been bouncing around from fucking shit situation to shit situation. Now you think Kweli is the solution and you start a problem with me on the back of that? That's a laughable guy to me. He is a fucking joke. That guy is a fucking joke. I find it to be hysterical. And fuck Screw Tape, too. I don't know if you even know who that is.
Yeah.
That guy chiming in, that herpes-infected shit. Yeah. He's upset because he's talked shit to Nightwalker, and now he's talking shit, trying to chime in on the copyright situation. Fuck Screw Tape. Screw Tape, suck my dick. Tell your wife to get Valtrex because you gave her herpes. You fucking shit. There you go. There's some shit talk for you. And that's reality. You know how I know that? Because outside in the front of a fucking show that I was at with Screw Tape and his whole fucking crew, this girl he gave herpes to showed up and fucking yelled at him and caused a scene about how he had given her herpes. And now your wife has to let everyone know that you gave her herpes too. You happy about that, buddy? You mad that I sent her links to Valtrex in the comments? You mad? You should be. You should be more mad the fact that you gave your wife herpes. She should be mad at you. Because you're disgusting. Junkie shit.
I will say this though, okay? Because I still have love for Copy, even though, like, to the point that we were talking.
Let me ask you something. Didn't Copy unfucking friend you and shit?
Let me explain though. Let me explain. So I had so much love for Copy that when I found out that he was rocking with Kweli, I told him, yo, let Kweli know that it's not even that serious. Like, these interviews, I'm just asking what happened. I'm not even talking shit about Kweli. I don't understand his beef. Copy's response was,
right.
I'm not getting involved. That's not my situation. I said, respect. I respect it. That's cool. But you want to talk about doing a second interview, right? And this is the best look that you've gotten in a long time. I don't want to mess up that situation for you. because I don't think Kweli is gonna like you doing a second interview with me because he feels the way that he does, right? And I said, bro, I would rather you get this opportunity to get this look than for me to get a second interview, even though I'm not gonna benefit from it. And he told me, that's why I love you, bro, because you really do rock with me. You really do care about what's best for me. And he told me that me and you always gonna be cool no matter what. Then like a week or two later, I noticed that I was unfriended. And next thing you know, you see the post of the picture of them together, all four of them, him, Tef Poe, Kweli, and I forgot, was it Nico is on there too? Or I forgot who else was on there, but they were,
I have no
then
idea.
Copy said on the post, if you've never met Kweli or never spoke to him, you can't say nothing about my brother, yada, yada, those type of things. And I don't know if he was trying to send a subliminal at me or maybe dating or whatever the situation, but he obviously drew a line in the sand showing his loyalty, But even with that said, I still wish him nothing but the best. I got love for him.
Copyright. Copyright does not matter. That guy does not fucking matter to anybody, bro. He's got his little fans. He's got a few. He's definitely got a few fans. Nothing crazy. He does not matter. You think Kweli is going to move the needle for copyright? I hope he does. I hope copyright finally gets it right when he's 50 fucking years old by sucking Kweli's dick. And fucking, dude, he stopped being friends with on the internet, as far as I know. I don't know about the personal situation with Metaforce, who's part of Megahertz over this Kweli shit. That's a guy he goes back with 25 fucking years, who's in a crew with him. He unfriended him on Facebook because Metaforce is cool with the dudes from Cincinnati who have problems with Kweli. So he's literally cutting off personal friends and crew members for Talib Kweli. That's a sad situation to me, man. That's a sad situation. Good luck with that, buddy. Wish you all the best. I hope it works out. I heard the track you did with Nico it's fucking booty juice. I hope that works for you. Maybe it'll get you some spins, some tour money for a couple years until you're about 56 years old. All the best, man. But eventually, your big mouth is going to cross paths with me in New York City, and you're going to get choked the fuck out. And all your friends are going to see it, and it's going to go on the internet, and I'm going to laugh about it when I put it there. Premeditated.
So what's the status of him and Apathy's work together now?
I don't know. Probably stagnant because Copyright's a whack dude, but I couldn't tell you. I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
All right.
I wish I knew. I bet it doesn't drop. That's if we're taking bets, I would say you'll never see it. Maybe Copyright leaks it, but not. I don't know if Apathy did his part. I couldn't even tell you. But I'd be willing to bet that it never sees the light of day.
All right. So not too long ago, you had commented, I think on Facebook, something about Stu Bangas. You said Stu Bangas is the gayest doofus. Are you homophobic?
No.
Because Kweli's going to see that. He's going to be like, oh, you always using the F word and gay and stuff like that. So
gay and shit? Yeah. I've only, according to Poison Pen, I did call a gay guy a faggot once. But he also insulted my friend, so, it is what it is. Yeah, Stu Bangers, I guess you have a question behind all this, right? About Stu?
Yeah, what happened with Stu? He's a dope producer, man.
Well, I was cool with Stu, I thought, right? Stu used to send me beats. I didn't use them, the ones he had sent me. We were cool as far as I knew. I'd reached out to him. I had heard stuff he's done. He was working with people I'm cool with. Vinny and these guys, it's like he was doing stuff with people. I think, he makes some bangers, so I wanted to work with him. And this was early on. This is probably 10 fucking years ago, maybe longer. And one day I was on Twitter and somebody like tagged me in something. Oh, they're like Diabolic should do some with at Stu Bangas. And I noticed I couldn't click on Stu Bangas' name. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? You know, I'm like, what? He
Oh
blocked me or
shit.
something? What the fuck is this? What did I do? Then I go to Facebook and I'm like, this fucking guy blocked me. So I emailed him because that's how we communicated for beats and shit. And I was like, yo, man, what's up, dude? Did you block me on the internet? And he's like, yeah, you made a comment on Esoteric's post on Facebook about our album that, like, oh, now you have a nice coaster to put your beers on. That's what he said. So I don't have time for that type of stuff and this and that. He goes into this like fucking long-winded fucking email, and I'm like, ah, man, I was just fucking breaking balls, man. Like we're friends on the internet. I'm a ball breaker. You're supposed to tell me that my album sucks and I have big ears or something. Like we're friends, dude. We're cool. Like we're supposed to be doing some music at some point together. Like I didn't think it would be taken that way. I apologize if that bothered you, man. And he went on to say, yo, I don't got time for people who talk to me like that, and was kind of like talking down to me in a way via email. And at some point, I responded to him like, yo, man, listen, I understand if you took that the wrong way, but there's no fucking part of reality where you're going to talk to me like that. You know, like you're not going to sit here and insult me. You're not going to talk down to me. Like, you could suck my fucking dick, go fuck yourself, is basically where we left it. And ever since then, it's been fucking weird, all because of a joke on a Facebook comment that Esoteric never had a problem with. And it was Esoteric's album that Stu made. It had Esoteric's name on it. I was joking around with Esoteric, who I'm cool with, who had no fucking problem with anything I said. But Stu, the fucking meathead retard that he is, had a fucking problem with it. Now, I understand if you took it the wrong way, and I've come to find out over the years that Stu is a sensitive Neanderthal fucking moron. And the more you hear of people's interactions with him, he is a fucking buffoon. Apathy tried to kind of squash the shit, and I was like, fuck that guy. I'm not squashing nothing. Fuck him. He likes to talk silly to people. Let him talk silly to people. I don't need his fucking beats. He sent me 20 beats that were garbage. I wasn't going to use any of them. So, he hits about as much as every other producer does. You're not special. It's not like every beat you send me is a fucking banger. I don't need you. I'll be fine getting beats from somebody else. I'll do what I do. He pays every big artist that he gets on records. It's not like he's some guy they're seeking out. You know what I'm saying? They all get paid. This is all funded operations. I think what's he doing? A Be Real thing? That's getting Be Real paid. You know what I'm saying? Everybody who works with him gets paid. I know what he's up to, and it's cool. Good for you, man.
M80 helped with that situation too.
I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did. And then Stu managed to be a fucking meathead retard to M80 too. Stu is big for nothing. So I see, like, I go way back in this hip hop shit. Stu used to be a fucking string bean in oversized clothes. See, he shot so much steroids in his ass that the scar tissue is probably blocking his fucking brain from thinking. He is such a fucking moron, buffoon, meathead asshole. He is just a big for nothing juice head fucking bitch. Real talk. Because my homie.
You're really that upset?
Yo, fuck that guy. Don't talk to me sideways, man. Don't come at me sideways over nothing. This is baby shit. Now, if I had said to him, yo, I said, yo, man, I'm sorry. I didn't know, I was just joking around. It's an honest mistake. But then to start talking down to me and being like, nah, I have no time for people like you and giving me like some stern talking to, why don't you suck my dick?
You got a point.
Why don't you suck my dick? It was a joke on Facebook. I joke around on Facebook. Me and Coast call each other fat every other day. You know what I'm saying? Like, get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. I don't have time for that.
Now, if you had not apologized and just started like going at him, that would be a different story. But you actually,
No, I was like, oh man, I was just joking around. I was like, wow. I was kind of taken back by it. I was
right?
just kidding. I had no idea what it was about. It's not like he commented back and we had worried. It was nothing. He's just like, oh, fuck this guy. This guy's a piece of shit. He's making fun of my record. No, I wasn't. I was joking around on fucking Facebook. I'm joking around. I'm cool with Esoteric. I did a show with Esoteric not too long ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, get the fuck out of here.
You actually took the humble approach.
So it's Esoteric's album. It was humble. It was nothing. I wasn't insulting your album. I want to work with you. I like your beats. I never insulted you. I was joking around on Facebook. You're a grown fucking man. One of your peers that you talk to is joking around on Facebook. Be a fucking man. If you were misconstruing something, why don't you just DM me and be like, yo, what the fuck are you talking about, man? I'd be like, oh, my bad, dude. I didn't realize you were a meathead retard. My fault. I won't do that again. Sorry, dude. I didn't know you were such a sensitive cunt. Wasn't aware. But that's what it is.
There's really no way that you would squash the situation with him.
I mean, there's no situation. He's just a meathead asshole. He's going to always be a meathead asshole. This is what he does. He's done it with many people. I'm good. I don't need him. I don't need a Diabolic Stu Bangas record. I'll be fine without you. I'd rather not work with you. I'd rather not be cool with you. You're a fucking meathead idiot. I don't need people like that in my life, actually. It's good. You excommunicated me, and it did me a favor because I don't need meathead morons around. I don't. Unless they're my meathead morons that I grew up with. One of whom bitched him up at a bar in Philly with Vinny Paz there. So that's reality. Stu's big for nothing. Just so everybody knows, let's not make any mistake about this. Stu is not a tough guy. He's big, he's got muscles and shit. He goes to the gym and shoots steroids. Stu's not a tough guy. Stu is a bitch when he gets checked. That's reality. That is a fucking fact. Stu can take that and let it stew inside him. Stir it around, buddy, because you're a fucking bitch. You're big for nothing. You're literally why they created the phrase big for nothing. Because I said to him straight up, bro, you're not going to talk to me like that. You might have all your fucking workout muscles, but I'll fuck you right up. He doesn't want smoke, bro. He doesn't want smoke. You wouldn't be the first juice head I dropped, bro. Get the fuck out of here. I'm from the home of juice heads. I live in Long Island, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
Can you talk about the situation with Vinny that you're talking about at the bar or whatever?
Yeah, I was a homie of mine was out there. He was doing some stuff for Vin, and he was at the bar with Stu, and Stu was there, and Stu said some slick shit. Stu likes to be kind of sideways with people because he's either autistic or just a meathead retard, and he steroided himself into being a fucking moron. And my boy, who used to be a fucking bodybuilder, he's a big tough motherfucker. Knows jujitsu and shit. He's a tough boy, bro. He's about 6'2", 250, big bulky fuck who will fuck somebody up. Just walked right over to him like, yo, you got a fucking problem, bro? And Stu fucking curled up and was like, nah, man. He bitched right the fuck up once he got checked. That's Stu for you, man. That's Stu. Just a friend of mine. Good friend of mine. Guy I go way back with.
I mean, did you see the interview I did with M80 about Stu? And he said that he has it on good authority
Yeah,
that
I
Stu
watched
might
it.
have
Yeah.
some mental health issues. Can you have empathy for him in that situation then?
No, no, kid, take care of your shit, bro. We're too old. No, my empathy goes out the window for grown fucking men. Handle your shit. It's not my fucking job as a grown man to be your daddy, even though you're my son. Get the fuck out of here. Go get some fucking medication. Stop shooting steroids. I'm sure your life will be better. You know what I'm saying? Maybe your mind will work a little better. You stop shooting shit in your ass and worrying about your physique more than your mental health. The fuck out of here, man. He has time to go to the gym. He has time to get steroids. He has time to do fucking HGH and shit. You got time to go see a psychologist and get some medication. It's not my job to be empathetic towards that. I'll just smoke my cigarettes while you're doing HGH. Oh ass bitch.
Did you catch my interview with Miilkbone?
I caught some clips of it. I don't know. I don't watch any of the whole,
Okay.
like the long forms. I watch like when they pop up, but I saw some of them. Yeah.
Okay. So some people were upset about his top 5 white rappers when we were discussing that. Did you catch that part?
Yeah, I think I watched that one. Yeah. I think I did. Why were they upset?
Well, let me give you a little
What
refresher.
were his top five? Like who were they?
That's why I'm going to give you a refresher so that you can see.
Oh, you dropping that fucking panda chop. Roll the clip.
All right. Well, he said that he did not know what white rapper syndrome was as well.
He wouldn't, because he may have it. We'll figure that out in a second. I mean, he gave a top 5 white boy list.
Yeah.
He gave you one. He probably has white rapper syndrome. Yeah, he's got it. He's infected. Because I wouldn't even give you if you asked me, I'm not. It's outrageous.
Man, roll the clip. Have you met like these other guys that you've named, like Machine Gun Kelly, Logic, Millies?
Nah, maybe I don't know about that syndrome because even if they were in front of me, I wouldn't give a even Millie's, like everybody talk about Millie's, like, he don't put one lick of a fear of lyricism in me. I ain't worried about him at all. As far as him being better, like I'll rock with him. I'll definitely rock with him. But when I saw this thing about his top 5 white rappers, like I wasn't even mentioned. Like you mentioned all these whack ass motherfuckers, and that's why I know that I'm so hidden from the world.
Who did he name as the top 5? He said, well, he did call MGK garbage. He said Eminem, Paul Wall.
Yeah, I know he said Mac Miller, right?
Oh, probably Mac Miller. Who would you name in your top 5?
Yeah, I would say Screw Tape, Eminem. I don't even like Logic.
You don't really like Logic?
Nah.
What about these underground guys like Vinny Paz, Apathy? Like,
Vinny? Vinny's ain't white. Vinny ain't
Italian.
white. Then Vinny Paz is definitely fucking up there. That's my dude. No, Apathy won't do it for me either.
No Apathy?
He's but if you're mentioning the top 5, if you just rapping to make words rhyme, it don't do it for me. I want you to speak to me, talk to me.
You want the substance, is what you're saying?
It has to, even if it's a party record, say something.
I think Apathy has substance in his music, but I get it. Different strokes for different folks. But what about like Ill Bill?
Man, I don't know. I'm not gonna say no. I don't know his music enough to say
I know
that.
who. R.A. the Rugged Man.
Nah.
You're a tough person to please, man.
I mean, just because I listened to so much stuff of somebody and I learned to see his style. It's not my style. His style, but he out of here. That he even said on a podcast or something, and I was on it. He was like, yo, shout out to Miilkbone. I wanted to battle Miilkbone at one point, but it never happened. You're damn right it didn't, but it never happened. You didn't want it to happen.
Did you really know about it, though, that he wanted to at that time?
No, because he never made it happen. He would never want it to happen.
Well, what about when you said on that song, you seen black kids listen to Macklemore, and even my son liked the bullshit making my mind blow? Like you didn't like Macklemore's music?
There's 2 answers there. No, he's stupid and corny. He's trash. And the second part about my son part is he was listening to and he understands words that I didn't because he was younger. And it's that new phase that so okay, I don't understand. But Macklemore, get the out of here, man.
You don't think that he deserved the Grammy over Kendrick Lamar for You're like his same love song?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. He doesn't know who Ill Bill is. Like, he doesn't know it. He never heard nonfiction.
Well, I don't know if he's never heard of him. I just don't think that he's invested enough time to listen to his music. So he felt like
He just like blew it off. Ill Bill blows Miilkbone out of the fucking frame, dude. Like, yeah, what fucking planet is Miilkbone on? I liked Miilkbone in 1995. His album was pretty good.
he
He said
inspired
something
you.
about fucking No, no. I remember my man Chris Snots. He had gotten his album, and we listened to it a little bit, and he was lyrical, so it was cool. We liked lyrical stuff. We were trying to be dope and shit. So we heard people who said cool shit, and he said some cool shit here and there. And like he said something about finger fucking chicken finger fucked by Edward Scissorhands. That one always stood out to me. I liked it. It was funny. But like, dude, Miilkbone hasn't done shit in fucking 30 years, man. Nothing. You haven't made the slightest bit of impact. So what are you talking about?
He's released.
Everybody you just named has sold more records than you.
Is it really just about selling records though?
You can release whatever you want. I mean, if you're underground and you yeah, kind of. It's always kind of about like people paying attention to your shit. That's kind of a reflection of what you're doing because none of us really got money behind it. It's pretty organic. So if organically you ain't doing shit, motherfucker already had a fucking leg up on all of us. You had a major record budget at one point. Eminem fucking mentioned them and dissed them, kind of like, yeah, not really dissed them, just made play on them. Other white people. It was a white boy fucking thing, but like, I get it. But like, you should be able to turn some of this shit into something, you would think. Like, maybe your shit is a little dated, man. Maybe your shit's a little dated, because, I don't know. Miilkbone's new music don't really do it for me either, man.
You've heard his
Like
new
I could say
music?
the same thing he's saying. I've checked a couple tracks, checking him out. I've heard a few things. I heard him when they popped across the fucking interwebs. It's, meh. I, lyrically, meh. Yeah. I'll be smiling at you from up here, lyrically, buddy. So I don't really want to hear about that lyricism and shit from him. I'm up here. You're down. You're down where I take pisses and spit. You can
No,
get that.
don't disrespect
I don't like to
him like
insult
that,
people.
man.
I mean, I'm just doing what he's doing, man. He's disrespecting people I'm friends with. He's gonna just poo-poo R.A. the Rugged Man. R.A. shits on Miilkbone, bro. Talking about style and this and that. R.A. got more style in the fucking pinky finger than Miilkbone ever had. Stop it. Just stop it. It's just ridiculous to me. It's ridiculous. R.A. is dope. How do you not hear R.A. and be like, this guy's nice? You didn't hear RA and fucking with crustified dibs and at least be interested? Give me a fucking break, bro. See, this is that white boy syndrome I talk about. Notice how he poo-poos all the dope white boys. All the underground guys who got fan bases doing better than him. He's just like, oh, no, I can't be bothered with that. I can't be bothered with these people. Do you have any gray poupon? Get the fuck out of here, bro. Stop it. Go get your Naughty by Nature sweatshirt. Do a music video and hopefully it works out for you, buddy. Good luck.
I fuck with Miilkbone, man.
It's that white boy
I
syndrome.
fuck with Miilkbone.
He's probably a nice guy.
He's dope.
I don't fuck with him. He's guilty by association. Dude, he'll say screw tape is on his top right. Stop it, bro. Screw tape. Screw tape's done nothing. Nothing. Nada. Not a fucking thing. He sounds cool. It's funny. Screw tape he mentioned, right? You talk to Screw Tape, right? Like I got voice memos in my Instagram because me and Screw Tape used to be cool before he turned into a fucking real political fucking lunatic on the internet, which is what causes a lot of the problems for grown men, man. And when he talks in real life, he's like, hey, what's up, man? I'm Brian. That's his name, Brian. Hey, I'm Brian. What's going on? You get him on a record and he's like, yeah, it's like this. They do that code switch and shit, man. It's code switching, as the cool kids say. Talking about Screw Tape. Stop it, bro. Get into his ear. I got into my grimy, been smoking 35 cigarettes voice. Yo. Then you hear him and he's talking like, hey, man, how are you? Hey, what's up, bro? Oh, those are your top rappers, man? Cool, man. Ex-junkies that never did shit in music, never built a fan base, never did shit. All the shows, all the times, all the dick sucking they do with guys like Miilkbone never really paid off, huh? Cool, man. That's your top 5. Nice. This is why I don't do top 5 white boy lists. It's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous concept to begin with.
Well, I think Miilkbone's best work is actually on his YouTube that never really got proper releases or got, you know, that much attention. That's his best work though. But
Yeah.
I think it's hard for certain artists sometimes to know how to navigate the current music industry and how things are released and how to, because when I interviewed him, he said he needs help. He doesn't know how to put things out in today.
Well, stop fucking with guys like Screw Tape. That would be your first step because they don't know how to do it either. You know, find people who know what the fuck they're doing. That'll be your first step. And I don't know, fucking watch some YouTube videos. You could build a fucking patio off YouTube. You can't figure out how to put music out? Give me a fucking break, dude. Rap. Rap. That's it. Honestly, rap. Go in your fucking car, have your girl fucking film you rapping. Spit some dope shit. I bet it goes further than releasing records through anybody. Just put it on Instagram and make it a reel. That'll work. Stop acting like a star because you're not. It's not 1995.
Well, shout out to Miilkbone, man. Would you do
Nah,
a
I'm sure.
song?
You know what? You know what? Not for nothing. Yeah, I would. I liked him when I was fucking 16 years old, 15, 16 years old. Of course I would. He was good. But I don't know. You asked me about. I'm old, man. I'm fucking judgy. You know, you asked me about this shit, and now I'm getting judgy. I sound like a hater. You know, I'm like fucking 5 beers deep over here. I'm starting to sound like a dick. And then I heard Screw Tape. Screw Tape rubbed me the wrong way. I'm like, ugh, fuck this guy, Miilkbone. It's not like that, man. He's shitting on Apathy. He's shitting on Ill Bill. He's shitting on RA. It's like he's just poo-pooing him. Oh, but I'd rock with Millies. Oh, but you wouldn't rock with Ill Bill. It's like, you're kind of being a dick, man. Kind of being a fucking dick. Like, come on, man. Maybe you have this fucked up how it actually works. Just for a second. Take a fucking bird's eye view and be like, everything I've been doing has not been working for the past 20 some odd years. Maybe Apathy and RA have it figured out better than I do. So maybe you should look at what they're doing and be like, you know what? These guys are kind of onto something. Maybe that's what you should do instead of like poo-pooing them and treating them like, oh yeah, I can't get into that. Fuck these guys. Because now, you know what? Neither one of those guys will work with you. And I probably wouldn't either because you just shit on my friends. You know what I'm saying? Even though it would do more for him to be on a record with me than it would for me to be on a record with him.
Got you.
In the modern day, that's how the cookie crumbles, bro. Clock ticks, man. People progress.
Do you want to talk about the password situation or no?
Passwords? All right, let's talk about it. I'm on one.
All right.
I'm drinking a 6-pack of beer. I'll talk about Passwurdz. I didn't want to give Pass any light because he's a fucking cheese dick. But let's talk about Passwurdz. Let's talk about him.
All right. So the situation is that I had originally interviewed Real Deal, right? And Real Deal had a back and forth with Passwurdz through social media years ago where Real Deal felt like Pass was hating on him. And when I released that
He probably
clip,
was. Pass is a hater.
when I released that clip, I had tagged Passwurdz and I told him, check out the video. He said he would. He didn't watch it until like 2 months later. I get a message from him and he said, you know, he tried to watch it. He couldn't watch it for some reason. And then I started talking to him saying, yo, let's do an interview. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like the fans would love to hear your story in depth, the way that I interview. And he said that he would be down if I took down the Diabolic interviews. And so
good luck with that, Pass.
That's when I just told him, I was like, bro, like, I would never tell you take down this song because I don't like the artist that you worked with, because that's not my place to do that. Like, He said
Right.
he called you
Right.
like a borderline white supremacist and
Oh
MAGA
yeah, totally.
supporter
Totally a white
and
supremacist.
stuff
Yeah,
like that.
totally.
And so, you know, we ended up, I told him, like, you know, Penn is my man.
Politics has driven these people fucking crazy, man. Donald Trump broke these motherfuckers, man. It's funny.
Well,
It's funny. It's the best thing about Donald Trump that he broke all those people because we needed to see who the weaklings were. We needed to be able to see this. I'm glad people like Pass got broken by Donald Trump. I'm glad it happened. I'm glad I'm aware of who you are now. He is such a fucking sissy, bro. Holy shit.
well, let me finish
Dude,
explaining though. Let me finish explaining what happened.
All right, keep explaining.
All
Keep
right.
explaining. This is hilarious.
I told him, like, you know, I had defended you. I said, like, yo, he can't be a white supremacist. Penn is one of his closest mans. Like, he's cool with like all these people. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got love for a lot of people. It's not even like that. And
Unbelievable. I've never seen something with no proof circle around so much from one guy just saying it on Twitter.
right.
It just circles around, and all these guys are just like, yeah, that's got to be it. Yeah, no doubt. It's amazing.
You know, basically, I declined that I'm going to be taking down your interviews in order to be able to interview him because I said, Diabolic is my man. Like, we've been cool. He's always been good to me. I've never seen him be racist or anything like that. Like, I get it. Like, in this industry, we're all cool with different people that might not like each other. But, you know what I'm saying? But so he ends up declining the interview. And I talked to you like maybe
Good
like
for you. That would have been a waste of your time.
I end up talking to you like a week later or something, and I don't tell you who it is. I just say, look, I was trying to get an interview with this guy. He wanted me to take down your interviews in order for the interview to happen. And I think on the second or third name, you end up guessing who it is.
Yeah, I said thesaurus jokingly. I didn't think it was thesaurus because I don't think he would do some bitch ass shit like that. And the second guy I said was who? Passwurdz? Because I asked you, what was it? Battle rapper? What is it? What kind of rapper are we talking about?
Right.
I said thesaurus jokingly and laughed. I didn't think thesaurus would do that. Me and thesaurus probably don't agree on politics at all. We've had disagreements on the internet, but I respect him. I'm a fan of his. And probably somewhere there's a level of mutual respect. Probably don't like each other though, you know? But the second guy, I knew it was Pass. I could just smell it. I could just smell it. I know how these fucking guys from the Bay move, man. I said it to you. I was like, what is it? Somebody from the Bay? I was like, who? Thesaurus? Nah, I laughed that off. And then I said, who? Pass? Right away. I knew it. I could smell it. I could smell them. They're fucking too lefty. They're like Libby. I sound a little bit like Necro right now. You sound like a lefty. No, but they are. They're too lefty. They're crazy. They're fucking crazy. They get bent out of shape about this shit. Whereas I can laugh it off. You can tell me I'm an asshole. All right, cool, man. We can still be cool. It's all good. But they're crazy. You want to see the thing that bothered me about it didn't really bother me because it didn't do anything, but it's the wherewithal of Passwurdz, who's a fucking D-list battle rapper, to think that he could get Diabolic interviews taken down. You have no power. You don't get views. If he did an interview with you, he would get 200 to 300 views per clip. It would be a waste of your time. Whereas I do decent numbers. You don't have the power to try to blacklist me. I hate to break it to you, Talib Kweli doesn't have the power to blacklist me. So what the fuck does Passwurdz think that he can do to me? It was an ego thing, really. It is an ego thing. Like, look, man, you don't have to agree with me. We could just not agree. We could argue. We could not argue. We could never speak. I don't really give a fuck. He could have used your platform to come on here, and you could have said, oh, Diabolic said this, you had a disagreement with this, and he could have used it, whereas my name, with him talking about it, probably would have got him the most views of his interview. But he's a fucking idiot, retard, D-list battle rapper who doesn't understand how things like this work. It's that simple. He's so gassed in his own fucking little bubble that he thinks he matters in my world. He does not matter in my world. He's nobody. He's a bum. He's a guy I'll troll on the internet till he blocks me, which he did, and then I move on in life. I don't know. What am I supposed to say about that? I should be insulted.
You did start trolling him in
What?
his comments, like on
Oh, of course I
multiple
did.
posts.
Absolutely.
Next thing you know, there was
Oh,
an
yes.
exchange
Yes, I did.
between you guys that I didn't even know that this was happening. And then he messages me and he says to me,
Yes.
yo, you didn't need to tell him what I said or something along those lines.
Oh, you sneaky little. Whoa, let's stop there. What a sneaky little fucking conniving, backstabbing, not stand by on business bitch that kid is. That kid is a fucking bitch. You didn't have to tell him. I could have just been a conniving little snake behind the scenes if you didn't tell him. That's what we're dealing with here. This is hip hop for you, bro. Let me tell you something. You see, the attitude I have is fully warranted because this has been going on for fucking years. These guys are sneaky, they're conniving, they're fucking delusional like Pass. They are deluded thinking that I have to adhere to some thought like crime world that what a fucking delusional idiot. Meanwhile, he's making condescending little douche posts about how I look dehydrated. Of course I look dehydrated. I'm on an interview drinking Coors Banquets, you fucking buffoon. You know why people like that? Because I'm genuine. You don't come off as genuine. You do whack music. You're pushing 40. He's a little younger than me. He's like 10 years younger than me, but he's pushing 40, talking like he's 20, doing music to trap beats made by 18-year-olds with fat girls in music videos who sing for him, sing little whack choruses. He's a fucking embarrassment. He's an embarrassment. The best thing he has going for him is that he's friends with Ilmac, who fucking created those fucking animated battle rap things, and he gets to contribute to those and claim some of that. That's the best thing he has going for him, is that he goes back with Ilmac and they've created a little thing that actually is lucrative. That's the best thing he has going for him. God bless you, man. I hope you succeed in it. But you keep stepping on my fucking toes, I'm going to keep telling the truth about you. You're a D-list rapper, you make whack music, and you're a fucking herb, conniving little snake. It's that simple. Call me a racist, call me a Nazi, whatever you want to say. Whatever you guys, whatever makes you feel better. I'll vote for Trump a third time if it pisses you off enough.
Shout out to Ilmac. Wait, wouldn't it only be a second time? You said the first time you didn't vote for him.
I'll do it next. I'll write him in 2032 if I have to. If it pisses you off enough, I'll write him in 2032. Does that make you feel better? I'll write him in. I'll write him in when I'm 67 years old, bro. I'll write him in. Donald Trump. I want him to come back. Make a comeback from the fucking grave so these people can have a meltdown. The ghost is the president. Fuck these guys. They are so broken, it's laughable to me. They're broken. They're broken people. I don't understand how you can let politics break you like this. It broke you. Your minds are broken. You alienate people. I'm getting a little tipsy, actually. I just realized I'm slurring my words a little bit. Fucking, you alienate people because of online rhetoric and talking and propaganda and bullshit. It's a fucking joke. It's a fucking joke. He honestly came to you and thought you'd take my interview down to do an interview with him. That is one of the most hilarious things I've ever heard in my life. But it's kind of on brand for that kid because he's a fucking hater. I've seen him peruse the internet. He's always hating on something. He's always making like like kind of an underhanded fucking remark to people. He's a hater. He's a fucking hater. That shit you're supposed to give up when you're about 23 years old. When you realize competition is healthy and the unhealthy side is being a hater against your competitors. Fucking, you're supposed to grow up. He never grew up. He's what, 37, 38 years old, and he's still hating like a fucking 19-year-old kid and fresh out of high school because he didn't get the girl he liked. He's a hater. That kid's a fucking hater, and it's an embarrassment.
Well,
I feel bad for him because you know what's going to happen is we're going to put this out. I'm going to get thousands of views, and nothing he does matters. And I'll continue to matter and sell records. He'll never sell records. That's a fucking fact. His battles barely get views. So, you know, it's all good. It's all good. Just enjoy your spot below me. I'm up here. You're down here, as Kweli would say. You know, like there's tiers to this. On this tier, we're doing Kweli rules. Here's the tier I'm at. You're down here, off the camera. Up here, me. You? No, not so much. And you can't rap like I do. So that's a problem for you too.
so he said before he blocked me, he said, do better. And then he blocked me. So he was upset.
Yeah, see, it's that condescending. Yeah, it's, you know, do better. Do better. How about suck my dick? No. How about I'll do what I do and it's perfectly fine. You're not better than anybody. Your state's politics are laughably horrible. You pay $6 a gallon for gas and keep voting for it. You're a fucking embarrassment to the entire country. Everybody knows that your shit is broken. Everyone knows. The people in your own state know your politics are broken. But you're from the Bay and you guys are like cult members. You guys have some of that Jim Jones DNA in you. You're retarded. Ridiculous. You know, Jim Jones, like the cult leader with the Kool-Aid?
Right.
You know, like, oh, you drink the Kool-Aid? That's from Jim Jones. That was all Bay shit. That was San Francisco politics. Fucking, dude, the fucking trickle down from Jim Jones is still involved in San Francisco Bay Area politics. I can't even take them serious.
You can't diss
I can't even take you
everybody
guys
in that
serious.
area, though, man. You can't diss
I'm
the
not
whole bit.
dissing everyone in the area. I'm dissing the politics that people keep voting for.
Okay.
How do you vote for people who keep raising your taxes and keep fucking charging you more to drive to fucking work? Your gas, my gas is high here, and your shit is like twice ours. It's like $3 more a gallon for gas, and that's all state tax. Your shit is up above $6 a gallon. How do you keep voting for these people? How do you do this? I just don't get it. It's something I'll never understand. And they keep saying, oh, no, we have to be nice to people, empathy, blah, 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 blah. These are the least empathetic people in the world. The people who preach this shit, they don't believe any of it. It's just something they say to sound good. I don't know what it is. It's a psychosis, bro. I don't get it.
Could you
Politically,
squash
they're
it?
retarded. They're retards. No,
Could you-
absolutely not. You want to talk shit? No, I'm too old. Too old for squashing. Don't need more friends. We weren't
Okay.
friends. You want to try to play fucking games?
Well,
We'll
you
probably
were
never
friends.
cross paths.
You were
No,
friends
we
on
weren't
AIM Messenger.
friends. Yeah, 20 fucking, what year is it? 2026? Yeah, 25 years ago, I talked to that kid on AIM when he was a kid. He was a fucking kid going to Scribble Jam. Yeah, we weren't friends. We weren't fucking friends. We were cool because he was rapping and I was rapping and everybody was cool back then because none of us cared about shit like this stupid shit. We should be friends because we do the same thing. We should be cool. We should be able to have a conversation. If he disagrees with something I said in the fucking interview, you should be able to DM me and be like, hey, man, you really think this or that? Da, da, da. You should be able to have an adult conversation. But no, you're an internet fucking loser who likes to just judge people and fucking think you're better than everyone because you're a hater and you're a fucking failure when it comes down to it because you're not very good at rapping and you failed in battle rap, underground battle rap. You didn't even make it to Smack, I don't think, right? You ever do Smack? You ever make it there?
I don't think
Big,
so.
big fucking Bay Area revolutionary. Nah, he never made it to Smack, right? No, Real Deal did. Real Deal has a classic on Smack, but he's talking shit about Real Deal. I wonder why. I wonder why.
All right. So I had interviewed Lush One, and he had called KRS-One the worst hip hop legend ever. Not only for defending Afrika Bambaataa that recently passed away, but also Lush was critical of KRS's solo work outside of Boogie Down Productions. What are your thoughts on that?
I agree. I don't know about the outside of BDP shit. I've never been a huge fan of KRS's music. I like, Sound of the Police and shit and fucking Madism and stuff like that. Like I like the classics, but like The Bridge Is Over is all right. That was kind of like I was almost too young to really give a fuck about the relevance of it. Um, but like, Sound of the Police is a good song. So musically, it's just a preference thing. But as far as I can't stand KRS-One. I'm pretty sure I've said that in an interview at some point. My interaction with him did not get good vibes. He was a dick, kind of.
What happened?
Not a fan. He hosted a battle I did when I won Super Bowl, and he was trying to imply like it, it was like, all right, because those are freestyle battles, and I was freestyling and I killed it. I was killing shit. And I won. I won $5,000, which was nice. Um, and we were backstage in this upstairs like bar backstage room. And he's like, yeah, I'm kind of like wondering how you would be able to come up with stuff like that just like off the head, like implying I didn't come up with it off the head. And I said, well, maybe I just got annoyed with him because you see my personality. I mean, I'm not holding my tongue for shit. I don't care if it's KRS-One. I don't care if it's fucking President Trump. I don't give a fuck. I'll fucking say what I think. And I was like, maybe the game passed you by and we just got better. And that was basically the conversation. Maybe the game passed you by and,
Wait, what was his
I did,
reaction when you said that?
he was kind of like dumbfounded that I would say it. He was like, all right, man, kind of one of those things. Yeah, all right, okay, cool. He was a dick. He was a fucking dick. He just came off like a dick. And now it makes sense. He's out here defending Bambaataa. Stop it, bro. Bambaataa was over here fingering boys' assholes. You're over here fucking standing up for him on the grounds of hip hop. Stop it, bro. Stop it. Bambaataa was living like fucking, I came to find out, like 8 or 9 blocks away from me in my town.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. This kid Ray, I know, used to go to the sushi spot up the road here. He saw him walking down the street and recognized him. He was living on like, I don't know, 10 blocks up, 9, 10 blocks up. You'd walk up to 7-Eleven and shit.
So you definitely believe the allegations against Bambaataa?
Fucking yeah, man. Yeah, I do. The more I dug into it, yeah, I believe it.
I just think that the way that KRS said what he said, it was so dismissive that it was disrespectful to the victims. Even if you didn't know if it was true or not, just the way that he compared it to saying like, look, we grow up in the hood. I know all types of people that commit all types of crimes and stuff like that. Like that's my man's that committed a robbery.
Nobody. I don't know anyone that commits those type of crimes. As far as I know people who commit crimes, robbery. I know some people who went to prison for fucking armed robbery. I've known people who've gone to prison for fucking shooting people. I don't know anyone close to me that went to prison for fucking diddling boys, bro. Not one. Not one. And if I did, I would most certainly not defend them. Right. You know what I'm saying? There's no defense.
You just can't compare those crimes.
It's a different kind of crime,
yeah,
bro.
You can't compare those type of crimes.
I ain't comparing money, fucking, or impulsive violence. You say you get into a fight, you knock somebody out and kill them by accident, whatever the case is. That's a different game, bro. Or you're selling, you're in the fucking, in the drug business and you end up shooting a rival drug dealer, or you're in a gang and you shoot a gang member, you go to jail. Those are different crimes than diddling kids, bro, than raping people. That's a different game, bro. Stop it. Stop it. They're treated different in prison.
Absolutely.
An armed robber is not treated the same as Bambaataa would have been treated if he went to prison for that shit. Stop it. He would have been in PC, hiding out. He would have got put into, nowadays, they got a whole fucking special prison for these people. They fucking bury you under the jail if you fuck these people up like they used to. There's not even fucking prison justice like they used to be. The world's all fucked up. Which is, you know, maybe KRS is into that type of shit. Fucking clown. Fuck that guy. Fuck him. Why do I gotta respect KRS-One? Because he made music once before me? Fuck him. I agree with Lush. 100%. Shout out, you know what? Also, shout out to Lush for fucking the post I saw a couple days ago where he's fucking checking out for a while and going to detox and trying to get himself together.
That was just
Shout
yesterday.
out to Lush for that.
Yeah, shout out to my bro
Yeah,
Lush, man.
was it? It was yesterday. I saw that. I read that whole fucking thing. I didn't comment. I was going to reach out to him and see if, you know, if you need anything or, you know, if you got phone time, you're going to shoot the shit with somebody.
Yeah,
you know,
man. I'm praying
shout
for
out to
him.
Lush.
I'm praying for him, man, for sure.
Nah, I mean, dude, not for nothing. I've seen a lot of people have trouble. And Lush has clearly had off and on troubles for a lot of years.
Right.
And, you know, not for nothing. He's been pretty goddamn productive through all of it. I got to give him a lot of credit.
Hell yeah.
He's a very functional drug addict.
Yeah.
He's a very functional drug addict. And that's impressive by itself. It would be very interesting to see what Lush is capable of if he decided to just not be totally fucked up. You know, it'd be good. Be good to see. I really hope he does well.
You see, though, but like the thing is like people, just because somebody made good music like KRS or something like that, doesn't mean that they are exempt from making mistakes or can be declared a good person just off the basis of their talent. But a lot of fans, they're just so brainwashed that they think that's not possible. Like, you don't know these people in their real lives. You don't know them outside of their music. You know what I'm saying? So,
dude, Elvis Presley was one of the biggest people ever. He married like a 14-year-old, bro. This is the way of the world. People love to make excuses for people they deem as above them. It's fucking crazy. It's insane. You know, it's fucking insane. Oh, I love Elvis. He's great. He made classics. I love it. It's like you're part of this thing. He has fan clubs. There's people that are fucking in the Inquirer to this day thinking Elvis is still alive. That guy married a fucking 14-year-old woman. She was in Naked Gun with Leslie Nielsen, Priscilla Presley. What the fuck?
Crazy, man.
You know, this is the way of the world, man. People will find a way to make excuses for this shit.
Wait, wasn't somebody trying to say that you had dissed KRS previously or something like that? Was it Kweli that said that, or someone else said it?
Probably. I don't know.
Because
I definitely would
see
have.
this comment here where somebody named Jew Mooney said
Jew Money.
Yeah, Jew Money. First time I met KRS was with Diabolic taking me backstage, 2015-ish. That was a long time ago. If Diabolic dissed KRS, I didn't hear about it, but it seems KRS deserves it nowadays, though, with the whole Bambaataa thing. This guy's weird.
Yeah, I know Jew Money. Shout out to Jew Money. That's my man.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember that. I don't know where I brought him backstage and he met KRS. Maybe Rock the Bells or some shit. Possibly. Something like that. One of those type of events. I mean, I'll conduct myself like a fucking adult. I always thought KRS was a douche, though. I had no use for him. I had no use for him. I thought he was a dick. I don't know. I'm not good at the industry, man. I'm not good at it. I've had access. I'm not good at it. I like guys that are cool, people that are stand up, cool, whatever. Even if they're not stand up guys, they're cool. Cool to hang around. You know? I don't. KRS came off like a douchebag. Didn't like him. He falls into that copyright Kweli category for me, my man.
All right, so you're going to give me your top 5 white rappers now, right?
Dylon, and Dylon. That's my top 5.
Oh, man.
Shout out to Dylon, though. You know who Dylon is?
Yeah,
From
absolutely.
Making the Band
From
and
Making
shit?
the Band, too. Yeah.
You remember Dylon? Yeah. Years back, I ran into Dylan. He's from Long Island. Fucking,
Oh shit,
I
for
ran into
real?
him at a studio. Yeah, he's from out here. I ran into him at
Man,
studios and shit.
I remember watching Making the Band
I
as a
tried to
kid.
get him to do that on a record with me, and he wouldn't do it. He wouldn't make a joke out of it. He was like, nah,
Yeah,
I don't want to
he took
relive
that
that and
really
shit.
rough, bro. Took that really tough, you know, because it kind of it made him like a meme, you know, and people didn't take him serious after that.
Yeah, run with that shit. I thought it was fucking hilarious. I thought it was great. I thought it was Dylan. That shit is funny to me. Memorable. You believed in yourself, man. You were young. You believed in yourself. Make a joke out of it. You got to laugh at yourself sometimes, man.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, I was on that Showtime show. I'm fucking ridiculous on there. I look ridiculous sometimes. I'm looking at that show. I'm like, Jesus Christ. I was like fucking 50 pounds lighter and I still looked fat from some of these angles. I looked ridiculous. Like they're shooting me when I'm freestyling at Block McCloud's house. I'm sitting not freestyle. I'm spitting a verse. So when people say a freestyle, I'm spitting a verse at Blocks to a beat, and they're fucking filming me from underneath, and all you see is this right here, this fucking layer of shit. Not a flattering look from the bottom, man.
Right.
I come from a family that has jowls, so it's like that shit exists in this world, you know? It's funny, man. But you gotta laugh at yourself, man. You gotta enjoy it.
To be fair, though, like during that time when Chappelle had covered, you know, the Dylon thing, it wasn't like it is now where you can make a career out of making fun of yourself and like making content out of it and everything, like the way that Dame Dash is doing with the cheap teeth, you know, like it's not the same. During that time, it was
I
like
mean,
rappers still needed to be
no,
taken
no, no.
serious.
Back then was rough, man.
Yeah.
Back then was rough. Like that, I saw a lot of people like in that 2000s era have a lot of trouble like translating now. You
Mhm.
know, it's fucking tough, man. It's almost like you get lost in the shuffle, you know,
Right.
from that era. Because the internet was like primitive, you know, most of my battle content isn't even on the internet anymore, you know, or there's few of them, you know, like it's primitive stuff. So it didn't translate well, like the Jaquans of the world. Didn't I know we spoke about that, but like
Right.
I think somebody redid that, right? Like one of the country guys redid that, so it
Right.
had a rebirth.
Shabuzi.
But like, yeah, nobody else has that. That's a luck of the draw. Shabuzi likes that joint and he rebirthed it so you get some publishing money. That's a good look. But most people don't have that. And that didn't cause a
Absolutely.
rebirth for Jake Wan. It's just probably a nice little publishing check, though, which is pretty cool.
For
But
sure.
outside of that, you know, there's no like rebirth of Jake Wan coming, you know, or Lil Flip. Remember Lil Flip? What happened to
Yeah.
Lil Flip? You know
Lil
what I'm
Flip
saying?
still
Like
does
these
some
guys, where
shows and
are they?
stuff. Yeah, but he's not like, yeah, I got you. But remember Daddy Yankee
These guys
redid,
were big artists, bro. They had huge hits.
yeah. But remember Daddy Yankee redid Snow's song, Transformer?
Informer?
Or Informer, sorry.
Informer.
Transformer.
Transformer.
Yeah.
Nowadays, that would make a good parody for the trannies and shit.
Right,
For the
right.
trans people, that would be fun. Transformer. You cut your dick
You
off
cut it off
now.
the dick.
You know what I'm saying? Oh boy, we might be on to something, kid.
Oh,
I didn't even know
man.
Daddy Yankee redid Informer.
Yeah, and
Informer was a big motherfucking deal in 8th, 9th grade, kid. That was a big
it
fucking
got
record. Snow?
so many views, so much money that MC Shan and Snow got so much money off of that. It's crazy.